need your phone, bro.
Really?
I had gas, man. I was farted.
You let it loose?
Yeah. BFI ass.
I farted, man.
It didn't sound like that.
The nigga got gas. So we're going to sit here and talk a little bit.
Was it that deep vibration?
No, it was no deep vibration. It was a little gas. Everybody got gas. Everybody passed gas. I've been working out, man. So I'm working out trying to eat right. So I got to get rid of
what
some
are you
of
eating?
that shit. I made a pizza with fucking spinach. And
no bread, nigga.
I know, that's why I'm like, oh, okay.
That's spinach, though.
I had a spinach pizza and some beer. Bud Light.
But I'm working out, too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Spinach pizza and all kinds
Broke
of
even
shit.
that day.
Oh, let me go to this one thing and let me show them that, hold on, y'all. Wait for a second, fellas. Y'all two that are on, everybody that's on, stay on. I'm going to sit here and text everyone else, say we're going live right goddamn now. All this fucking media stuff, like, jeez, why can't this shit just be so simple?
Yeah, you in the back.
I'm in the back.
You need to get me on the camera, goddamn. I love to be on the motherfucking camera. There I go.
Nigga, this my shit.
My fault, man. This thing got all fucking defensive, right?
This me and D.
D.D. Simmons.
DD ain't shit. No, I'm just joking. DD cool.
Whatever. Been hating all day.
View post. Oh, here it goes. Okay, guys, let's go. We are going live. We are going live right now.
Thought we were already live.
Check
We
it
are.
out.
I don't know what he's over there doing.
Nah, I'm just saying, I want people to see us going live, man.
About to start the show.
The show's been started.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we had some shit to do, man. Don't fucking judge me.
We?
Okay, I had shit to do. You know I'm always late, CPT.
Why is my mic not sitting up like yours?
Don't touch my mic. You might put oil on it.
Hey, that's funny.
Is that gonna be the joke?
That's actually kind of funny.
That's gonna be the joke. All right.
Said that nigga had oil on his hands. Nigga hands dirty in the bitch.
My hands clean as fuck right
Been
now.
changing oil all day long.
I could do surgery with these hands right now. They're so clean.
And get fired immediately.
Damn, they're sterile.
All right. Y'all ready, man? Y'all ready to get the shit started, man? We got some people waiting for it.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
All right, shut the fuck up. Let's go.
Can't see on what.
Next time you're found with your chin on the ground, there's a lot to be learned. So look
Yeah, it's your boy fucking Maverick the goddamn. Oh, this nigga here laughing. Why you laughing, man? Talk to me.
Yeah, why are you laughing?
Why the
Why
fuck is this
are you
nigga laughing?
Fuck me, man. Let's do your intro, man. Do the intro.
Why are you laughing?
You already know I'm there, man. Just go.
God damn, you drunk already. Anyway, let me do it again. He fucked up my intro, man. God damn,
Jesus.
I'm over here trying to be a little local celebrity, trying to be fucking.
Do your
creative and
thing,
shit.
bro. Damn.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Oh, that shit crack. Oh, we having too much fun, man. We've been, I ain't gonna lie, we had a drink or two, maybe.
Y'all were drinking, I wasn't.
I had like 3 drinks in one cup.
That stare.
Oh, man, this nigga lying. So we had a couple of drinks. So my nigga, Wade Mack, he made me a drink, 75-25.
Yeah.
75, 25,
25.
Yep.
75. Well, yeah, you fucked up, man. This drink is horrible, man. It's got
You finished it though.
I'm halfway. I'm like I don't know if you can see the color in it, but it's probably about to right here.
But you put more in there not too long ago too.
I put more juice.
Oh,
I
was
put
that
some more
juice?
So yeah, we got some pineapple mango. So what we did,
That's
we
really good.
went to HEB 2 for $4. So HEB Puff, shout out.
2 for 4 with the coupon, huh?
Yeah, HEB is the reason why I'm still in South Texas, because I would love to move somewhere else in this country, but because HEB does not exist, I am still in motherfucking South Texas. I will not go above I-20 because HE goddamn B. I promise you. True story.
I believe you.
Anyway, goddamn, this is fucking Socially Irresponsible Podcast. Said a little bit slower. Socially Irresponsible Podcast. I am your host, Maverick, the motherfucking devil's advocate. And we got back with us, who we got? We got Dee
Dee Simmons, that'd be me.
Dee Simmons, that be her. The fucking, I don't know, she's just cool fucking Dee.
I'm just a cool person.
Just cool Dee. And we got Wade Mack.
Don't look at me like that.
Yeah, Wade Mack, the one-man band. What's happening?
That's the nigga that can't make a drink to save his life.
Y'all gonna thank me later, man. 75-25 alcohol, of course. The
I made my
75.
own.
No, we're not gonna thank you at all, man, because this shit is kind of ridiculous. I mean, I got a show to do, and we can't really be like this doing a show. No? Yes?
I think we should be.
Right.
I had a hard work week. I don't know about you.
I had
or
a
yourself.
fantastic week.
You know, fuck
week
it. Let's
was
let
great.
loose.
Well, how was your week, Dee? Let's start with that.
My week was great. It was short. I was in Atlanta last weekend for the One Music Fest.
Hot Atlanta.
That was great. That was my first time going there, and that was my first time in Atlanta.
Nice.
I enjoyed myself. I'm going back next year. Weekends before, I was in Houston for a little minute. Now I'm back in town for the One Music Fest.
Hot Atlanta. So what did you in Atlanta for? I turned the mic down. I apologize, y'all. But what did it go down for?
What'd I go where? Atlanta?
Yeah, what
I just told you.
Music Fest.
The One Music Fest.
All right, I wasn't paying attention. Goddamn, I apologize. So
Hey, I'm gonna need you to.
No, because I'm man.
You over there playing with yourself?
Fuck you. So what was the music fest? Who was there?
It's a concert. There was Miguel was there, Big Crit,
He was
Khalees.
just here in San Antonio a couple nights
Yeah,
ago.
he was.
How was the show?
It was great. I enjoyed it.
So
I
I-
loved it. Atlanta, man, their crowd was off the chain.
So I had somebody that had a show. Miguel came here, and I've been wanting to take my daughter to a concert. I took my daughter to Katy Perry. We went to the Katy Perry concert, had a great fucking time. I really enjoyed it. A friend of mine, she took her daughter to the Miguel concert. Now, I'm not saying Miguel's a bad performer or he is too sexual, but I'm saying this nigga does too many dick thrusts for me.
Yeah, he's a dick thruster.
He's a dick thruster.
Yeah, he is. He's a dick thruster. He's really good at it. Yeah, he's good at it. I mean, he gyrates that pelvis very well. Very proud of that.
Well,
I've seen him twice.
Well, I'm not saying that it was I'm not saying it was a bad
He
idea.
need a little bit more ass.
I'm not saying
back there.
you and them cheeks or ass. How you do it? Cheeks or ass? What is it?
He needs both.
He needs both. So what do you like? You like cheeks or ass?
I like the whole package.
The whole
But it's
package.
I need it to be firm, muscle.
So you okay? We talked about that.
Yeah, we've talked about that
fellas,
before.
Miss Didi is an ass. Is a
Ass.
ass.
And I don't have no ass, but I like ass.
She likes ass. She likes men with ass. She wants it like
Firm.
firm.
Grippable.
Athletes, preferably athletes that have ass.
Athletic, not preferably athletes.
So athletic.
Preferably athletic asses. Let me talk, because right now you
go
just
ahead,
messing up. Shit.
It said 75-25, man.
Okay.
25. Go ahead. Tell how you like your ass. Go.
Athletic asses.
Okay.
I like them very firm. The football player butt is a preference.
So you saying you don't like basketball asses?
Basketball asses are also awesome as well.
So basketball asses is acceptable in your life. Cool.
Huh, what?
Sweet. All right. So Trevor, how was your weekend, man?
My weekend, I'm still in the middle of it.
Wade Mack, I apologize.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Wade Mack.
Man, I'm glad you did. Hey, man, my weekend, I'm still in the middle of it. A little bit of work. I had to come do the show, man. I haven't been here in weeks.
We missed you.
Yeah, I missed y'all, man. I would definitely tune in, live on Facebook and watch y'all, man, and kind of, throw in a few comments.
Yeah,
But,
you did. You told me my mic was fucked up, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I just want to make sure everything's Copacetic, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, definitely good shows in the past week, and we're gonna have a better one this week, man.
You goddamn right. We're gonna have a better week. So my week, shit. Damien, Maverick, how's your week? I keep on saying my government name. I like my government name. So fucking Damien, how's your weekend? Well, my weekend was great. Actually, so I went this weekend. I was in North Carolina, South Carolina this weekend.
Doing what?
Working or pretending like I was. So I do insurance. Everyone knows I travel a little bit for work. So that's kind of what I was doing. So, I was in South Carolina, North Carolina, and I went to go see The Nun.
How was that?
A scary movie?
Yeah.
It's a horror.
It's a part of the Conjuring series.
Oh, got it. Yes.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Conjuring, Annabelle, all that shit is the same type, cast or whatever. So anyway, so I went to go see that, right? I was in South Carolina, right?
Okay.
Charleston, South Carolina. What you got?
Your mic is low.
My mic is always fucking low. Is that better? Mic better? You gotta listen.
I'm just listening. The listeners, man, they're telling me your shit is low compared to.
Y'all's mic is way better than mine. I gotta fix my levels on this part right here. I gotta fix that shit. I gotta learn how to fix it. This is a fucking $400 mic, so this shit better get fixed soon. Who said my mic was low?
Razzo. Teresa Razzo.
What's up, T?
Of course.
That's a professional over there. She's part of that Peaches and Cream circuit.
Yeah.
Shit, they have their own little podcast. Not little podcast, I don't want to say that, but they have their own podcast that I actually was a part of, and they kind of got me on. They got me onto this whole podcast idea to do this. But so shout out to Peaches and Cream.
What up, Peaches and Cream?
What up, goddammit?
What
Peaches.
up, though?
Give him what up, shout out. What's up? Give him a little what? What's up, goddamn?
I just said, what's up, Peaches and Cream?
Well, shit, you can do better than that.
Turn up
goddamn.
your headphones and your microphone.
Fuck you. So anyway, so back to the
That
Nun.
hearing aid too. That's underneath the headphones.
I ain't got grades yet though.
Well, mine look good.
So listen, I got so I went to know this is kind of disappointing story. So I went to go see The Nun in South Carolina, in Charleston. So I was actually cool when we went to go see the show. It was at like 10 o'clock at night, so those tickets are expensive. We went to go get the ticket. They were $3 fucking.
$3?
$3
In North Carolina.
In South Carolina, Charleston. $3 for the fucking tickets, guys.
To see a new movie.
To see a new movie that
Why?
came out maybe 2 days ago. Now, mind you, if you go to somewhere where tickets are $3, you got to understand the experience you're going to get. So when I went in there, I should have known this experience was going to be some bullshit, right?
Uh-oh.
But I was like, shit, nigga, $3 for a ticket? What the fuck is wrong? That's
badass, yeah.
So I went in, $3 for a ticket, went to go see the movie. Me, myself, a friend, and a bunch of, not a bunch of kids, but her kids and friends and a bunch of us was out there. So it was a really cool experience. So we walked into the movie.
Okay.
This had to be the most niggerish shit I've ever
been
a part of.
I knew he was about to say
ever in my life. So, okay, this is the thing I'm thinking about. All this shit that these Caucasians say about us, any stereotype that has ever been known about us black individuals was exhibited that motherfucking evening. We had this one guy who came into the movie theaters 45 minutes after the movie started.
CPT time, huh?
He kind of what I do.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But he
Continue. Keep going.
He literally walked in 45 minutes after the show started. Like, no bullshit. And looking for seats. Like, nigga, you missed the plot, the intro, you missed everything about this movie. This movie's only an hour and a half long.
He didn't care.
The girl he came in with, they just pissed off. These niggas must want to get out the house. But anyway, so that happened.
He didn't want to.
We're watching the movie. Probably about 15 minutes into the movie, this very non-working out, heavy-set black woman and this dude walked in, and of course they couldn't find a seat. So she sat down. I'm getting over in this seat. You sit back there somewhere. You don't sit next to me. We're doing one seat. I'm gonna get this seat, like literally in the middle of the movie, right?
Yeah.
So she sat down. He sat back there. Literally 2 minutes later, hey, give me the mic cakes. Yelling 5 rows back. Bring me those mic cakes. I'm like, nigga, bitch, shut the fuck up. We're in the movie.
All that.
No, I'm serious. So as we're watching the movie, we up there. So in front of us was a row of non-traditional, very traditional Americans, the Caucasians.
Okay.
The team I represent. the Caucasians. So they were in the row in front of us. So we're sitting here, they're looking back.
Yeah.
And this is the motherfucking, like, not the movie. This is like the beginning when they show the previews. So they're sitting looking back.
Why
right?
were they there? You don't know. Continue.
I mean, white folks live in the hood too.
Well, if they were sitting there like that, they should be used to it.
They live in the hood. They don't hang out in the hood. They just live there.
This is their first time going to that movie theater?
Well, when I did talk to them, since motherfucker I never did, I don't know. But I don't know their life story. I don't know what they did. But they was there. So they were there.
Okay.
You know, just looking back.
As they should.
As they should.
Well, yeah, because
True.
I would be doing the
True.
same thing.
And like I'm feeling bad. Like so I'm over here looking like, man, should I speak up for these niggas? Like, hey, ma'am, I apologize for the way that these motherfuckers are acting. But
on behalf
on behalf of the Black Caucus,
on behalf of the Black community.
I just want to let you know.
Sorry,
these niggas is just not. These niggas ain't been out in a while, so I apologize. But it was crazy. So anyway, so they're like really offended. So they're like, shh, you know, white folks. You know, the white folks that sit there and tell. So so you know, like with the barbecue person in Oakland, y'all remember that shit?
The barbecue person.
The
the nigga walking with the ice cream man.
No, it was
Ice cream.
you know like this summer they had all these stories of white people
Calling the police.
Yeah,
Yeah, that lady was always calling the police.
Yeah.
that
Every 5
meme
minutes.
and shit.
Yeah,
Having a barbecue in Oakland,
Yeah.
calling the police, having fun. And so anyway, that's what these white folks did. You know, and this is on the previews. So I actually felt bad because in all honesty.
So what you do?
No, I didn't do shit. I watched the movie. I paid $3.
So you didn't say.
No, I did.
On behalf?
I didn't. I wanted to. Trust me, I wanted to. But maybe I nutted up. I don't know why I didn't. But
Okay.
I said all that shit joking to say this. I was very fucking disappointed in how we acted in that movie theater. I was like very disappointed because, you know, I can't even think of why the fuck we were acting like that. And I don't say we. I say we because I represent my people, so to speak. I'm not my people, but you know, if someone does something, it kind of reflects the whole. In 2018, that's kind of what it is.
Right.
So it kind of reflects who we are as a people. And as a people, we looked really fucking bad that day. So those white folks can go home talking about, I went to the movie with these fucking niggas and
That's
niggers,
what they said.
And they have every
No,
fucking
they saying
right.
niggas.
And they have every fucking right to say that. Because we was acting like fucking just stupid. We're watching the movie and something happens. This bitch is about to die. And there's this part where this bitch is leaning over. Right?
Like that.
Possessed.
Lean
right?
over a little bit more.
I can't fall
Trying to
off
get
all
that
this
angle.
shit. I'm gonna hold all this shit. But she's leaning over, right? And as she's leaning over, this dude's like, "Oh, that bitch did a Michael Jackson." I was like, you know, from what the video, the Smooth Criminal.
Yeah,
So,
Smooth
I
Criminal.
know exactly
I
what
was
you're
like
talking about.
this, and everyone started laughing like, "Bitch, this bitch is about to die. She is fucking possessed. She got a demon in her." You talking about it was just a very bad experience. The movie was okay. The movie was probably very well written, directed, acting was good, but you couldn't really get into it because we had a fucking class clown in the back of the movie. Big Fat Bertha was over there asking for fucking jujubes and fucking bonbons
wasn't Big Bertha.
from 8 rows back.
Mike and Ike specifically.
Mike and Ike's and shit. Another couple coming in late. The cops had to come in and literally say, "Hey, y'all chill out. People are paying for this movie. Y'all sit." The white folks got the cops.
Yeah.
And
Right.
after the cops, no bullshit. After the cops came, so yeah, it was a really fucking bad. It was real weird.
Well,
And
I mean, not to cut you off, but there's a community like that in every culture.
True.
There's a community. So if you would have went to an all-white theater in the hood, where it's all white people,
They would've shut the
in
fuck up.
Alabama,
No.
no. They would have been in there talking real loud, doing the same thing, just a different tone of voice, you know, and they may not be looking for jujubes, but can you pull out, Thomas, did you bring my barbecue plate?
Hey, goddamn Elroy, you got them goddamn fucking
Yeah.
critters. You got them goddamn gizzards.
That's
you got
right.
Them
The
gizzards,
gizzards
Elroy.
over there. Let me get out. So you would hear the same thing. It's just different, but it's a community. It's the community. I mean,
Man,
it is
fuck
what
that.
it is. You should have been in the bougie side of town then.
But, hey, listen. I realize why and I don't want to sit here and be like, man, like, I don't want to. I love my black folks. Trust me, I love my black folks.
And it's not fair for a white person to go home and say it was some niggers in the movie theater acting up, because it'd be white folks in the movie theater acting up, and I don't go home and be like, Mama, these damn crackers.
Right.
I don't say that.
Nigga.
I just say it was some people in there cutting up.
Fuck that.
So-
See, and I said if I go
No.
like them with mama, them was niggas, mama.
Yeah, I
Mama-
would have been. I would have left.
Mama, them was niggas.
I would have left.
No, them was niggas.
I would have left.
That's what you would have said?
No, I'm telling y'all, nigga, them was niggas. Them
Oh,
was-
I got
like,
you.
and just
And when you say it like that, we totally get it.
Yeah.
like Chris Rock said, you
It's
know,
different.
I love black people, but boy, I hate niggas.
Yeah.
And when I sit here, and I say it with a passion. Hey, everyone in this world of fucking social media that's watching this right now, I will be the first to say it here. And y'all heard me say it before. I fucking love my black people. I love y'all through and through. I will die and ride for y'all. You know, I'm with that whole fuck Trump. I got my Caucasian condescending shirt on right now. I mean, I'm with the black race, and of course, I love everybody. But you know, y'all are family, man.
Right.
But you know, so it doesn't mean I don't like white people. I don't fuck with white people. I mean, I don't
Yeah, it
hate
doesn't
fucking
mean
Hispanics.
that. It just
I
means.
mean, like I tell everyone, they all know I love me a little white chick. Shit, what's up? But I hate niggas, man. And it's more of a personal thing because it like sits home. Like when you see one of those some of those, you know, fucking stupid, condescending, ignorant people, and then I see that they're black, it's like it hurts me.
Right. It's disappointing. That's how I feel. Disappointed because I see that in every race, especially here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Because it ain't always black folks
not.
acting a damn monkey.
But that shit hits you harder when it
But
is.
when I see it, it hits harder when you see it because you have expectations for your own. I have expectations for both of my the black people and the Mexicans, and unfortunately, I am let down every day.
a lot, you fucking
Double
mutt.
time.
Goddamn mutt.
Shit.
Goddamn
Double
mutt.
time.
Yeah.
So it's
It's a bad deal, man. So, for all my black folks out there, remember, man, y'all kind of represent a bigger class because y'all
do
remember,
better.
Yeah, do better. Live that. Don't and that best life that y'all always preach about. I'm living my best life, nigga.
Oh,
that is
shit,
not what
don't
you're
get
doing,
me started.
nigga.
Because ain't
that is
nobody
not
living
your
their
best
damn
life.
best life.
Nigga, that
When
is
you
not
out there
your
on
best
social
life.
media going live acting a
Say
fool.
it. Say it.
Tell me how you really feel.
Acting a fool.
Acting a motherfucking fool.
I'm not talking about being silly. I'm talking about going on and acting a
Acting
fool and then talking about
stupid.
living my best life.
So
And then get on social media and start crying and complaining.
social media, I love you. This is why. This is what we're doing right now. Y'all on social media, y'all watching me, so I love you.
Right.
So I mean, shit. Fuck what she's saying. This motherfucker hears out of our motherfucking mind.
Get on social media and do all that shit.
But no, man. So yeah, that was my week, and and when I left, I guess that little hurricane, Polly George, whatever the fuck it's called, Florence,
Right?
That's
Yeah,
F.
Florence.
It's F. It's in the beginning of the hurricane season. That bitch came through and blew on some motherfuckers. She's not really doing nothing. It was supposed to be really bad, but it is not bad at all.
Good. You don't want it to be bad.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I have some friends out there, and they're doing great, and their family. So yeah, it turned out well. So I mean, shit. That was my week. That was my whole week. Just that one thing right there. That trumped everything. Trump bastard. Trump everything that went on that week. But so yeah, guys, we have a good show for you. We're I got notes this week, so I'm being professional and shit. So I got notes and things like this. So we're gonna talk about some rap battles. We got some. So
Rap battle?
It's really bad when the hottest hip hop rap story is two white guys, right?
That didn't even sound right, but okay.
Once again, it's like saying, you know, we got these two
At the
country
moment.
singers. Yeah, we got these two country singers and fucking, you know, these two black country singers are fucking
Going at each
going
other.
at it. Like it's just shit that
Right
you just
now.
don't. It's shit you don't
They
expect.
over there in the barn just tearing each other's asses apart.
God damn, just tearing their asses up, right?
One of them's got the banjo. Get him, Cletus.
God damn, what was it?
Oh my god.
God damn it, get the boy.
No, let me not lean back. I almost got too comfortable. About to look like Big Bertha.
Don't go, hey, goddamn where the mic I said,
Like a
goddamn it,
whale.
boy. But no, man.
yeah.
So we got Eminem, and MGK. And the thing about it, I fuck with MGK. I like Machine Gun Kelly. Like, I fuck with him.
He's a dope MC, man.
Yeah.
Even when he went pop, I was like fucking with him.
He went pop? I never knew that.
Yeah, he had
What'd he
his
sing?
last
How'd it
album.
go?
That
Sing
little,
it.
I don't know. I can't sing this shit. I think it was with Ariana Grande, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Ariana Grande, but it was another pop singer who was popular.
It
And
was a dope song.
Yeah, it was-
I mean, he went pop, super pop. Like
I'm sure it hit
Justin Bieber pop.
billboards.
So
at some
he
point.
went pop and then turned around and went back rap.
He went pop and he rapped.
Went pop and
Well, he's a rapper, but he went pop. That's where the money's at. You make those Justin Bieber pop songs. That's where you're gonna get money at. Switch it. Put on that one right there. So I mean, and that's kind of where it's at. But
okay, you're right.
So anyway, we got Eminem.
That's true.
We got somebody took a Kaepernick stand. Corporations. So we're gonna talk about that. We have the sexy Serena Williams in the house who's fucking shit up.
Is she sexy?
Mr. Wade Mack. Look at the camera.
I just asked,
Look
is
at the
she
camera.
sexy?
Look
though?
Look at the camera right there.
Look,
Go ahead, look in there.
This one right there.
Okay.
Mr. Wade Mack. No, the camera. Never look at me, nigga.
Okay. All
Would
right.
you
thought
smash
you was
Serena
sexy.
Williams?
Absolutely.
Yes, I mean shit.
But that doesn't mean everything I smash is sexy. So,
I'm glad he admitted that.
you know,
Hallelujah.
I'll keep it 100, man. Everything I
shit.
touch is not sexy. So,
Right.
The niggas, but it's like, shit, I've done worse. Shit, I don't know why.
Exactly.
Why would I not fuck her? I've done worse.
I done fucked a skinny, ugly asshole. So,
I bet you she's like a crackhead too.
Where
All
the
right.
Where the
You know.
Don comes in, huh? Say, this nigga put me on this song.
shout
by
out to
Devin
Devin the Dude,
Devin the
man.
Dude, that's my nigga, man. He had this one song. He was talking about condoms. And he said, shit, I fuck a skinny ugly hoe when I fuck a pretty fat bitch.
All right. I fuck a cute fat bitch. I fucked a skinny, ugly one. So, why the fuck not?
Shit. That nigga is not a discriminator.
Hey, you ain't got no type.
We're gonna talk about Serena Williams, and then there's some shit that recently happened. I'm gonna get into this right now. I actually need to get a charger to charge my phone up. So yeah, I'm gonna do that in a second too. I'm gonna break away from you guys, but right now I'm gonna start talking about Dallas, fucking Texas. Mm-hmm. So Dallas has always been a city that I've liked. I love Dallas.
I don't.
Why don't you like Dallas?
Because I don't. No. I don't like Dallas because there's no in between. They're either really, really bougie or really, really ghetto like in your movie theater. There is nothing in between.
Well,
nothing.
Yeah, that's in any city though.
No,
like,
that's
if you go to
not.
Houston, you
No,
got
it's
your
not.
elite and you got your trash.
No,
or
you
ghetto.
don't. You've got your in between in Houston, and here you've just got all in between and below.
So I'm assuming we're in the in between.
We're in the in between.
Well,
That's it, unless you play for the Spurs.
no. Well,
Shit, then you're in the elite.
how about the Toros? Dan Austin, they got the Toros out there. Go
Toros, what?
The D League. The D League.
That took place?
That has always been taking place. Is it long?
That's been going on for real?
yeah, Toros.
But since like what? Because
Well, they play in Austin though, right? The Austin Toro.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine
but we're
with
talking about San Antonio. We're talking about,
She's saying there's more of a.
that's why I said I didn't like Dallas because I just.
I hear what you're saying.
I didn't. The real bougie people who wanted to be bougie weren't really bougie to me or elite. They were out. They was like.
What part of Dallas were you at?
North Dallas, Richardson,
North Dallas. Okay.
Plano area.
Yeah, those good people up there.
Yeah, they were cool, and I met some good people there. But at that particular time when I was living there, I was young. I was going out. I was doing the social thing all the time or whatever, and I was just like, this freaking sucks. I'm like, I'm either going to go out and get shot or I'm going to go out and everyone has got their nose up in the air.
See, that's my thing about
And
Dallas.
so I like to talk and socialize.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any in between.
That's true.
It just wasn't. So I ended up back here.
Well, I like Dallas, and the thing I'm indifferent about Dallas is because Dallas is a very artsy place. It's a beautiful place. And
It is beautiful.
I feel Dallas is a small Atlanta, black owned, black ran. The thing about Dallas is hood for no fucking reason. There is no
You're right
fucking
about that.
reason for the city of Dallas to be as hood as it is. I'm on motherfucking the highway, traffic back to back, and there are homeless bums on the corner of the highway on the intersection as I'm getting onto the highway, getting with change cups. Like that's how, like we were in back-to-back traffic, not going nowhere, and they're not at the corner on a main street, on a side street. These motherfuckers are on the highway access, or on the actual highway on the side with fucking coins, a couple coins.
Right.
So anyway, Dallas is one of those places that's hood just for the sake of being hood. They pride themselves of being on the first 48 type shit.
Exactly.
you're right.
Exactly.
And that's why I don't like Dallas. But as far as the city, what it should be, like it's one of those places that I love. But anyway, so a lot of shit has been going on in Dallas with these cops lately. Okay, so we had some triumphs. Now there's been some cases going back to the Michael Brown to where cops have had instances and run-ins with individuals, white or black, go to court or go to get to their, what do you call it when they go to court and they
The arraignment.
the arraignment, and they're not arraigned. They're like, they're not indicted is the word I'm looking for. The indictment, and they're not being indicted, so they're getting off scot-free. In Dallas just recently, there was a cop, Roy Oliver, who was convicted of that murder. He was a cop. He shot that 15-year-old kid coming from a house party. I believe that was last year. Cops came, broke up a house party. Everyone left. Cops heard some shots. Pop, 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 pop. Ran outside. There was a car with 5 individuals in the car. Cop tried to stop them. They had nothing to do with the shooting from what it said. They came up, tried to drive off. This cop, Roy Oliver, said, "Hey, stop. And they continued driving off. Cop busted 5 or 6 shots into the car, shot a 15-year-old Jordan Edwards in the back of his head. He died. This actually went to trial. He got indicted.
Wow.
So went to trial. They found him guilty in Dallas maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So that was a victory for not just a Black Lives Matter movement, but just for justice. When it comes to cops not doing the right thing.
Right.
The cop tried to say that when the car drove off, the car was driving at his partner. So he said he shot at the car because he felt his partner's life was endangered, which was not true. The actual cop who said his partner actually got on the stand and said, "This motherfucker's lying. My life was not in danger. I didn't feel like I was endangered at all."
Yeah, he probably was sitting
Yeah.
right next to him.
And that's what his partner said. So the
Yep.
cool thing about that, so
Bingo.
people said there's bad cops out there, and all cops
There.
aren't bad.
Yeah.
Oh, of course not.
There's bad motherfuckers that work at FedEx. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, there's bad motherfuckers on this show right now, Wade, man.
Why you
But
looking
anyway,
at me, nigga?
Over there sweating.
Why you looking at
Sweating
me?
oil.
And then they got the black
Oh,
hoodie.
There you go with that oil thing, man. There you
Hallelujah.
go. My hands is clean. Ain't no oil over here, baby.
Show that pinky, man. That pinky was kind of dirty.
Pinky was black.
But no, so that's kind of what it was, man. So anyway, he shot into the back of the car, killed Jordan Edwards. Now this is a story that I got. I'm pretty sure that's correct and accurate. Anyone that's on social media watching the show, if I got it wrong, please tell me that I got it wrong. What we got?
I got Pune, man, out here in San Antonio. She was saying, I thought cops were wearing cameras now.
Well, cops were wearing cameras. In this case, that kind of helped the situation because the cops had cameras on. So when everything went through, they had the cameras. So you have camera evidence.
So you got the footage, yeah.
So
It's hard to argue.
They have cameras on everything, though, and they still get off.
Well, there's been a lot of times where they had cameras on shit, and the cop turned it off, or it just malfunctioned, so to speak.
I've heard the Damn, I wish I
Malfunction.
remember what story it was, but I've heard that malfunction deal where it was a shooting involved, and damn, I shouldn't even talk about it because I don't remember where the story was from. But there was a shooting involved, and then to back up the policeman who did the actual shooting, who killed the guy, and he killed another white guy, and they said his camera malfunctioned. Unfortunately, at the time, I wish I could remember where that was.
Well, that's happened in a couple of times and everything. But It happens. It happens often. Now, real quick, we got fucking Jason. Who's talking? So Jason
J-Dub, man.
So J-Dub, you want a goddamn shout out, J-Dub. God, you trying to be serious, talking about real shit, and you want a shout out, so I'm gonna give you a goddamn shout out.
Damn, niggas can't do shit, man. Huh?
Niggas trying to be professional and try to be all fucking.
Hey, J-Dub.
So Jason Wesley, he was a linebacker, number 30 at Texas State. He's from A-Leaf, Houston, Texas. We fuck with J-Dub. He's part of the IV. He's probably the president of the IV, right?
Yeah, he was definitely the head speaker for the IV.
Yeah, that was. I mean, Jason, my dude, I hated that nigga in fucking college. Goddamn, me and him could not get along for no. I have no idea. Maybe because I was getting more bitches than him. I don't know what the fuck it was. Maybe he was getting more bitches than me. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Now he's happy.
But
he's happy.
I fuck with Jason, man. That's good. He grown up. Niggas bald right now. I still got my hair, so he kind of feels
Hold up, bro.
about that.
Hold up.
You been bald, nigga. You been going there for a little Ocho Cinco ass nigga. But J-Dub, yeah, that's my nigga, man. So J-Dub, shout out. Houston, Texas. We'll get you on the show if you ever in this area. Like I said, Jason, I fuck with you, always will. One love, man.
Hey, Leaf.
Hey, Leaf, goddammit.
My daughter went to Budawig.
I don't know where the fuck that
Budawig.
Is
that a new school out there?
Nope.
Budawig? I've never heard of that.
Well, shit, Trev, you from, where you from? Tell people where you from.
I'm from a little town called Lamarck, Texas, which is just West Texas City. That's more of a popular town, close to Galveston. And Budawig?
Yeah.
I've
It's
never
in
heard
Houston.
of that.
It's not in Lamarck.
No, I get that, but I know of a lot of schools in
Houston,
It's not in
Houston.
Lamarck. Over
Understood.
there off the Derry Ashford.
Budawig.
Derry Ashford.
That sounds like it should be in Lamarck.
No.
Budawig.
It was new at that time, many years ago.
Oh, cool.
Well,
But yeah.
I'm from San Antonio, Texas, so fuck y'all. So anyway,
I'm from San Antonio too.
oh well, fuck him. Well, so Jason,
cutie,
thank
right?
you for fucking up the story. I appreciate it. But anyway, so he got convicted. They found that cop or Roy Oliver guilty, which is good news. Success for not just Black Lives Matter. I know I said it earlier, but it's just a success for just American people, just the citizens that are being policed. And want to be treated right, whether you're black, white, Mexican, Jew, Muslim, whatever. It's just a success for people that these cops are actually getting acquitted. Now, that's the thing that people don't understand. Black Lives Matter and all this shit, we're not mad that these cops are getting off. We're mad that these motherfuckers aren't even going to court. Let them go to court. If they get off in court, then shit, that happened. But let them go to court. Let's figure this shit out in court. Let's have a trial. Let's have all the evidence on the table in front of 12 fucking peers.
Right.
And figure out what
Let them be held accountable for this shit.
That's it.
Accountability.
It's plain
There's
and simple,
none
yeah.
there.
Plain and simple, cut dry, man. Just fucking let's just get y'all motherfuckers in a court and see what happens with it. But anyway, so he was convicted. So then 2 weeks later, 2 motherfucking weeks later,
What happens?
this is what happens. Check it out.
All right.
We begin with breaking news tonight. I'm Natalie Solis. Dallas police officer Amber Geiger has been arrested and charged with manslaughter in the shooting death of 26-year-old Botham John inside his own apartment. 30-year-old Geiger was booked into the Kaufman County Jail tonight and posted bond about an hour later. Police say Geiger shot and killed John Thursday night after authorities said she mistook his apartment for her own at the Southside Flats in the Cedars. The Texas Rangers took over the investigation from the Dallas Police Department and held off on a warrant for her arrest until tonight. They have now handed the case over to the Dallas County District Attorney's Office. The lawyer for John's family.
All right, man, fuck that. So that's what happened, man. I don't want to listen to this shit no more because this is kind of another one of those very sad situations that happen. So, so this is the thing. Cop, you know the story. Have you heard?
Yeah.
Have you heard? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I've heard,
Didi,
yeah.
talk about it, Didi. Tell us what happened, man.
So what happened is she was out doing drugs all night long. She
Hold on. Didi.
Hold on, man. Let's keep it factual.
Goddamn.
Even though that's possible. That's definitely a
That's
possible.
what happened. Shit.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna be Fox News.
Right? Putting out
was
that
out
fake
doing
shit.
drugs all night long. High as a motherfucking G-Rap's ass.
Didi, listen. This is how we're gonna
Started texting a nigga on the phone.
Oh, Didi,
Drunk texting. He wouldn't answer.
Didi.
All she wanted wanted was some wieners.
We are trying to be
He wouldn't respond.
Hold on, Didi, stop.
And she said, I'm going to his apartment. This black bastard
Didi.
is going to give me some weenie.
I'm going to cut a Michael. What Michael? She number 2?
And he didn't.
I cut that motherfucker.
Oh, man.
We had to cut that motherfucker's mic off. God, listen, everything she done said in the past 48 seconds is fucking false. I had to cut her mic off. She's on a fucking 30-second suspense.
We
No,
got
y'all
people
can't
agreeing with her here in the thread, man.
God,
Folks are here agreeing with her.
What they say? What they say?
They just said she's right. She's right.
Who
yeah.
said it? Who said it?
Pune from San Antonio, man.
Who else?
Then we got Steven. He's laughing his ass off, it looks like.
God damn.
I'm reporting
Yep.
news now.
Pune say turn her mic back on. Let her preach.
God damn, I'm over. God damn, we can't do this, goddamn Didi. Okay, Didi, listen, I'm gonna turn the motherfucking mic on. Can you be? Can we say facts? Facts. Okay, hold on. I'm turning the mic on. Didi, say facts.
Facts.
So can we just say facts, please?
And that's spelled Fax.
X, right?
God damn, this motherfucker failed the motherfucking SAT like a motherfucker. What was your SAT score? Oh, goddamn, I'm mad. You got
I
college?
passed.
16.
I passed.
Just tell them 16.
That's all
hon.
that matters.
Yeah, okay, so listen, you ready? Can't tell the real story, man? God damn, these niggas. That's why you can't get niggas to fuck with you. You can't work a nigga.
I really don't know what happened because I wasn't there. All I know is she went to the wrong apartment and she shot him and killed him.
Okay.
And now she living her best life.
Her best fucking life
Damn.
ever. Well, I wouldn't say she's living that. Okay,
Well,
so
because
listen.
she's not being held accountable, right?
No. Okay, listen. So I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna go back.
So you just go in anybody's apartment and just shoot. You owe me some dick. Plop, 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 plop.
What are we talking about? Okay, listen.
Okay, I'm sorry.
D, okay, fuck
Sorry.
her. Listen, I'm gonna tell the story.
Don't fuck me.
So listen.
Fuck your woman or your
You
man.
better answer the motherfucking text,
Don't
goddamn.
come to my house.
Okay, listen.
I don't owe nobody shit. No money, no sex.
She good.
I
God,
I don't know, man.
She good. Let's look at Didi.
Okay. All right.
God damn, she gonna have this motherfucking motherfuckers emailing and texting this goddamn PD. So listen, this is what happened. Okay, so I'm just speaking the shit that we know.
Right.
This isn't what we assume. Now everything that Didi is saying, I'm pretty sure she's right.
Yeah.
Cause but that's not what we know yet. That's what the trial is. That's what we want. We want this trial to happen so all this shit can be uncovered. But the sad thing about it all is that Boham John is his name, I believe. He's not here to tell his story. So this whole story will never ever come up because she just has her story. He can't.
But there are witnesses.
But they're witnesses. But I would like to see. I mean, of course, text messages is the next thing to come up. And there's always cover-ups. Yeah. So this is the thing. So she was working a 15, 16-hour shift from what the report said. She went home tired. She walked into an apartment. Now she lives on the 3rd floor. Brother man, black dude, live on the 4th floor. Not the 5th floor. We live on the 4th floor. All right.
No, it's the fifth floor.
No, yeah, but he lives on the so he really lives on the 5th floor, on the 4th floor. The black dude.
Yeah, he was on the 4th floor.
He really lives on the 4th floor.
Oh, okay.
Like he really lives on the 4th floor. She lives on the 3rd floor. So she went to his apartment and it was unlocked. Now,
was it really unlocked?
No. Well, this is a story. I don't know. We haven't the trial. The story is that the motherfucking door is unlocked. Now, I've had times where I've had somebody come by and I just have to leave the door unlocked, just come through, whatnot. So my door is unlocked. But after this shit, bitches, y'all better just knock on the motherfucking door. I'm gonna leave my door unlocked no more.
Or just kick that hoe in.
No, fuck that, nigga. Just knock on the motherfucking door and wait till I get to that bitch. If you shoot me after I unlock the door, not before I
shoot him
unlock it.
after you have sex with him.
Jesus Christ.
It's worth it, trust
Well,
me.
I guess it depends on if it was good or not.
It's worth it.
There's a lot of pressure on those guys.
Get that dick first release. I mean, shit. Anyway, so the door's unlocked. They came in the door. She came in the door, and I guess she said she thought it was her apartment. She was confused, tired, disoriented, and went through, boom, 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 shot Mr. John, and he died. Like, that's it. Mm-hmm. She said she thought a burglar was in her house.
So when she
can I chime in here real quick?
Of course you can.
Let me give you the real narrative.
Hold on.
I already tried that. He about to turn your mic off.
Is this the facts or is this some old bullshit?
This is facts.
Okay, go ahead.
This is facts.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead. Yeah.
So the door was not unlocked.
It wasn't unlocked.
The door was not unlocked.
Okay, so he didn't leave the door unlocked.
No,
so.
the
Okay,
door was open. I mean, he opened the door to let her in because she was banging on the door.
Okay.
Says witnesses.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Well, hold on. And so this is what Wade Mack is talking about. This is the story I reported was the initial story that was reported.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a developing story.
Now, this is as investigators and shit has come out, people have came forward. This is the shit that is coming out now. Now, not to say this is actual factual facts. This is just somebody reporting shit. So I'm not saying that this is false, but this is the shit that's uncovering. This is why we need trials and cases, this shit to come.
Right.
But anyway, go ahead, finish, Wade.
All right. So prior to the incident happening, the police officer has made noise complaints because she lives underneath
him.
What's his name again?
Boham John.
Okay, well, I'll just call him John. So she lives underneath John, right? So she's made noise complaints about music, which has been documented. So she comes home from this
Long
15,
shift.
16-hour shift, and she comes home to the loud music. So she goes upstairs above her floor because she had already went to her apartment. She goes upstairs to the next floor and is banging on his door because his music is too loud. So that's what the neighbors are saying. They heard the banging, they heard the shouting between the two. Then she went inside of his this is the speculation now. Then she went inside. They continued to argue.
Why did she go inside? How did she get from arguing at the front door to going inside?
No clue. That hasn't been uncovered yet. You know, hopefully, prosecutors can get that story out of her, you know, because that's very important. Like, I mean, somebody who comes into my door in uniform, naturally I wouldn't want to let them in, but
Right.
just to avoid any, confrontation, I
Bring
would
your
let
ass
them
on
in,
in here
you
and
know,
shit.
and, unfortunately, he didn't expect the outcome of him being murdered to happen, but that's all that we know right now. So there's been a history of them two having issues, not directly, but she's been reporting him of his loud music. And then afterwards, then you got like Fox News saying that they found less
So
than a
the-
gram of weed on him.
10
and
ounces and
So
shit.
we're gonna investigate the dead person, but not the person who committed the murder.
Well, right.
Right.
So
Okay.
right
All
now,
right.
Right.
That sounds dumb as hell.
So right now we're talking about the shooting that happened in Dallas about 2 weeks ago. There was a female cop. I don't want to say a white cop, but that's the story. White cop killed black guy. So a cop walked into a guy's house, shot him.
Over some loud music.
Well, that and that's what the story is.
Allegedly.
It's saying allegedly.
The story is
because of
changing
loud
every
music.
day.
And it's gonna change. So that's what we're talking about right now, and it's a big outrage. Of course, it's a sad outrage after we've already had this success for the American people against cops. When Roy Oliver was actually, found guilty for his crime for killing Jordan Edwards, and now of course we have this bitch. I don't even know her name. Whatever her name is, and I should know her name because I'm talking about it, but I don't, so I apologize. But she walked into Mr. John's apartment and shot and killed him. So a bunch of stuff is coming up. A bunch of stuff is uncovering right now. It's going to be interesting to kind of see what happens, because my whole thing is this. Now, if the initial story that I talked about when she walked into the apartment, thought it was her apartment, it wasn't her apartment. A guy walked in and she killed him. Now, this goes back to training. Now, you're a fucking police officer, right? So, if you're a police officer, you're going into an apartment that is not yours, a place that you've lived in your whole fucking lease agreement. So, you should know what your apartment looks like. You're familiar with these surroundings.
You should
And
be
then-
familiar with your furniture and
You
your
should be-
setup.
Exactly.
There's no way
Most
that
importantly,
his
yeah.
apartment and her apartment got the exact same shit in it.
Exactly. So, as a fucking police officer, I would want to believe your training is better to understand, like, hey, this is not my place. So let's say the initial story is correct, saying that she walked into the apartment thinking it was hers. Guy came out, she shot him thinking it was a thief. Alone, her training failed her because, first of all, she was on the 4th floor, not the 3rd floor. She should be very meticulous to details as an officer.
Right.
Also, on top of that, when you look into the apartment, like, damn, these are new pictures. These are nice pictures. I never got these. I don't know where I got these from. Oh, guys,
I don't remember
out,
having
pop,
this
pop, pop.
table right by the door as I in the entrance. Stuff change.
And that's the thing.
You can feel the difference. You could feel the difference when you go somewhere that is
That potpourri ain't the same. That motherfucking Glade air freshener that's plugged in, that's not my thing. I have lavender. That bitch is like some Hawaiian breeze, some shit.
Right.
I mean, you kind of understand that is not your place.
Yep.
So, I mean, just on training alone when it comes to that story, if that initial story is correct.
She failed.
She failed as an officer. She shouldn't be an officer. So this is the thing that we have issues with. These officers are fucking heroes. These officers aren't Joe Blow that works at McDonald's. You know, you can't, if you get an order at McDonald's wrong, you're not jeopardizing somebody's life.
Mm-hmm.
If you get your job, I mean,
unless they have
some shit like that. But no, that's true. That's
You're
true,
right, though, man. You're right.
But if you're an officer, you don't have the same a margin of error that a normal, regular person with an occupation. This is not an occupation. This is a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. You're an officer of the fucking law, so you're not upheld by the same standards. Like, oh, you can have a bad day. You can have a bad day. That's just the position you took. You just took a fucking shitty job. And I apologize that you decided to take that shitty job. I appreciate the shit you do. But at the end of the day, this is the job that you've assigned yourself. This is your calling. So be good at your fucking calling is all I'm saying. Period, point blank. There's no fucking debate about it. There's no explanation. There's no conversation about it. You're at your fucking job. You're here to save fucking life, so do that. You don't have the same margin of error. I mean, how do you feel about it? Talk to me.
I mean, and then there's even been a report of her. She just recently shot another victim prior to this situation.
You know, I just think she's upset because she can't get that weenie.
I mean, who knows the backstory behind this young lady?
That's all
But
it
she
is.
just recently, I don't know how many weeks ago it was, but she just shot somebody, not fatally, but she just shot somebody prior to this situation happening. And usually when...
She mad about something.
Who knows? I don't even know the ethnicity of the person she shot before this guy.
Don't matter.
But yeah, like, you know, usually if a cop shoots somebody, it's like standard protocol that you take some sort of time off and you have to not seek, but you know, it's like mandatory counseling that you got to go through before you can get back into the field.
A little psyche vows.
Yeah, psyche vow. You know, and I'm sure that's what happened, but she was cleared by a professional to get back out there, and obviously she was not ready. And you know, obviously there was something that was missed by the psychiatrist that evaluated her. But you know, sometimes you know people can be misguided, and you know sometimes people know how to go around certain protocols to get back out there. I mean, cops do it every day. They like you say, they sacrifice their lives, so we don't know what it's like to have our life on the line.
Very true.
To protect somebody, you know. So that's why I'm kind of staying silent, you know, on this whole thing, like, because I don't know what it's like to be a cop.
Well,
I don't know what it's like to be a cop, but I know what it's like to walk into my own apartment every day and know whether I'm in my apartment. And then now it's like, and then the story changes. We went from that story to this story. I feel like I'm being lied to.
No, I mean, but that's
about something.
But again,
you're trying to cover up.
But again, that is the point of a trial.
Yeah.
To figure shit out. That Michael Brown case, there is so much information about that case till today that I feel like shit should be talked about, but it's not, because of course there's never a trial, so everything is speculation. But again, this is what's going on in Dallas. Again, Roy Oliver convicted.
Yeah.
Of murder when he killed Mr. Jordan Edwards, which was again a victory for justice, not for black people, not for white people, just for justice. Yeah. And then of course coming back to this case right now with Boham John, and what was the name? I think Angie said. What was his name? Her name.
Angie said the name?
Angie said. I looked at the thing she was commenting. Amber Goiger, or whatever her name is.
Guyger.
That name right there.
Geiger.
So that came out, and this needs to be again. Let's fight for. That's all we want is justice. We want just you just do. That's all we want. We want justice and want to figure this shit out. So yeah, that's what's going on in Dallas. So we pray for the family of Mr. John, and we're glad that Jordan Edwards and his family got their peace, which in all honesty, if my child was to die, I don't think a conviction of murder would make me feel good.
No.
I don't think any amount of money would make me feel healed. Anything outside of me beating this nigga's ass with my bare hands until he dies would probably still not make me feel good, but it would make me feel a lot better. That's the only justice that I feel like I would want. And that, I'm saying on the record, like that's kind of how I feel. I'm a parent. I love my kids, you know.
Of course.
Just like anybody else.
Yeah.
But that's the case, man. So again, Dallas, you know, we hope not just Dallas, but to these victims, we hope the truth comes out, and if that is the peace you want and seek, I hope that is what you get. So yeah, let's piss some people off real quick. Look at this guy.
Look at him.
Look at him. Love him. Love him.
This nigga's a poser, man.
Love him. What do you mean the poser? Explain
This
that
nigga's a
shit.
poser, man. Now he's in it. He's in the fight. So
You're looking good doing
keep
it.
keep your 10 toes down. You in it now, bruh. But initially, I do not think this was a fight that he wanted. I don't think that this is something that's dear to him in his heart. This is definitely not some shit that he's been through, that he's speaking from experience.
Why not? Explain that. So hold on. If you sit here and say that he has not been through this as experience, mind you, this is a black male. And he's not one of those black dudes that look white. That he looks black, right?
Oh, because he has the afro now, or
That nigga just looks black. Look at that. I mean, he doesn't. He looks like
he
a half
could pass for
black dude.
biracial.
I mean,
He looks biracial.
The one drop rule. You know what the one drop rule is?
The one who?
The one drop rule. The one drop rule is something that's actually in the Constitution.
Oh, you got one drop of Negro.
1/16 of black in your genes. You
You're
are
black.
considered
And you nigga.
black. Period.
Yeah.
So
What the
he's
hell?
It's a dominant gene. I get it.
no, it's not.
That's some
dominant
racist
gene.
ass shit. It
That's-
is dominant. Come on now.
Well, yeah, it is dominant, but that's some racist ass shit. That's the
It's
point.
racist,
of it.
yeah.
And because of course, at that point, once you're considered,
Because you're not pure.
wrong. Once you're considered, and that's not trying to discredit you, but once you're considered 1/16 of black, therefore, when it comes to voting purposes, your vote was 3/5 of a man. Your vote is considered 3/5 of that of a white person. So therefore, your vote doesn't really mean as much. So that's why they had the one drop rule, which would affect the 3/5 rule. But anyway, so I say to say this.
Everybody.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
It pretty much does, because I mean they was laying it low and spreading it wide.
Laying it low and spreading it wide. I like to spread it wide, goddamn. But yeah, that's what it was.
Butt cheeks, that is.
ass. But so that's kind of what it was. So we had Colin Kaepernick, white mixed guy, adopted by two pure old white parents. Like they're from the mountains of Caucasus. Like they're fucking pure white. There's nothing about them that represents any kind of inbreeding, interracial, anything. Yeah, I misquoted on that.
Inbreeding. What the fuck?
I mean, you know, but anyway, they're pure. They're white. That's it. There's nothing about it, which is totally fine. They took him on, adopted him, which was great for him.
White.
So he grew up in a white area. Was it white? Was it where did he grow up in? Wisconsin or some shit like that? Minnesota?
I don't know,
Montana?
but Pune say the nigga look Middle Eastern like Bin Laden.
Yeah, I would agree. He does. I'd agree, but he looks good looking like that.
I mean, he's a handsome fella. I'm not taking anything away from his attractiveness, but I'm discrediting him. I'm not
How can
buying
you
it.
discredit him though? You don't
I'm
know
not
what he's been
buying
through.
it.
Just
See,
like
you
you
remind
don't
me-
know.
Go ahead.
How can you? Why? How can you discredit him?
See, I'm the type of nigga that does research. Like being on a podcast, you got to be. You have to have some sort of knowledge of journalism.
So, nigga,
Okay,
you telling me
so-
you can read, nigga? You can
Right?
read?
And spell.
Very well. And write very well, too. So, I'm going to explain on that.
Okay.
ahead.
So, you can look up backgrounds. Because everything that's criminal is public record.
Okay.
What crime has Colin Kaepernick experienced in his life that's on record?
Does he have to have a crime, though?
Can I get this?
Go ahead.
I mean
get it.
that's a good base to have. You know, when you do a background check on somebody, you look at what they've experienced. Legally, you look at that, and that's not there with Cap. And before you even start,
I'm gonna let you get it. You got it.
this nigga's girlfriend now,
She is the inspiration
Or
for all
fiance.
this shit. But go ahead. I agree with
she is the root of what you call
that.
help me out
Rebellion,
here.
Protesting.
She's for the people. Like she's a
Wokeness.
Middle Eastern woman.
She is the reason.
She's
for
an
his
activist.
wokeness, for his wokeness. Let's say that for him being woke.
Okay.
She's an activist for the Middle Eastern culture. You know,
Agreed.
so he meets her, And now all of a sudden, and of course it took a couple years, but that takes planning. So all of a sudden, nigga, you want to grow your fro out. You want to be cornrowed, nigga.
Well, maybe he got in
always had
touch with
braids?
himself.
Hasn't he always had
This
braids?
nigga has not. Come on, this nigga has not always had braids.
But he doesn't always have to have braids.
okay.
I've never had to have braids to be just to try to be black.
So can I,
Come on, man. You got to look between the lines.
Okay,
Come on, people.
I'm gonna pose you this question. I understand what you're saying and I get it. But so we have Malcolm X, knucklehead, Malcolm Little, knucklehead in New York, con man, went to jail, went to prison, found the Nation of Islam in the prison. He became Malcolm X in prison, and he would preach, by any means necessary, fuck whitey, X, Y, and Z. He later on went to Mecca, and saw whites, Mexicans, Muslims all praying together, and realized what Islam is really about. Came back to America and stopped preaching that white this, white that. It was more of people unity. So I don't think that because you learn what's right late in life, that shouldn't negate you from the fight.
Right.
I mean, we all learn at different levels, and I believe in God. I have faith. I believe in Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I believe in it. I believe in Him, and I believe maybe that his girlfriend was what he needed to open his eyes and awaken him to that knowledge that he didn't have before, with him being of adoption and grown up by white people.
Right.
So I don't think.
So where was this before his career was tanking?
It did not. But
It
see,
probably didn't exist.
No, time out.
He probably wasn't educated. You think both of his parents sat him down and taught him everything he needed to know about his culture, about where he really came from?
What does that matter with his career? Because when he started playing, he was sitting the bench. Like he was sitting the bench when this happened. But mind you, I don't like. That's the thing that bothers me when people say this. He did this to gain that. There was nothing to gain by what he did. Thus is what sacrifice is. When people sit here and talk about sacrifice, there was nothing to gain athletically from him doing this. The only reason why he ended up playing after he did his protest was because the actual quarterback, started with a B, his last name started with a B, got hurt. He got hurt. So thus Colin Kaepernick had to take. So what we're talking about, guys, is Colin Kaepernick. So we're talking about the Nike representing him, and we have different opinions, which is I love having different opinions. I don't like them, but they're needed. So Wade Mack, feels that, like a lot of people feels that Colin Kaepernick was more of an opportunist. Am I saying that correctly? Can I say that? As opposed to an activist. And I'm not saying that he wanted to ever be an activist. I'm not saying that him being an activist was ever his goal and his strive and his calling. What I'm saying is that that's what it ended up being, and he took it on properly. I mean, he had a girlfriend that he met late in his life to where he found out, like, hey, this is kind of the information that I'm getting. She's actually a journalist, I believe. So it was like, hey, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, open my eyes and be woke about shit. And I think he did it. And he took. I don't see that he's doing this as an opportunity. And I hate when people say that shit. It fucking sucks, and it makes the fight seem fucking doctored. I mean, what do y'all think, man? Talk to me.
I don't know, man. I just think that it was a situation that got out of hand very early, and
out of hand how though? How did it get out of hand?
Because of the. It was a protest that he was doing by himself, which people have fought and died for that First Amendment right.
Fuck the First Amendment right, because that's not what it's about.
But listen. So that was something that he did himself. I don't think he understood or expected the following or the.
Why not?
I'm just saying, I don't think he understood that when he actually did the protest. So it's now, fast forward 2 years, or has it been a year or 2 years?
2 years. It's been 2 years.
Fast forward 2 years ahead. Now, you got major corporations. You got the whole NFL fucking blackballing you. Like, I don't think he expected that. But now that he's in it, I think that he's doing the right thing because, I mean, you're in it now, nigga. You might as well stick to it. But prior to that, I don't think he expected all of this to happen.
But so why not? Because you look at the whole situation, and he's in the NFL. He's not just some dude that is trying to get into the NFL. He's been in the NFL for 8 years, I think, at this time, or quite a while. He actually went to the Super Bowl and should have won that Super Bowl. Thus, if the fucking Mercedes Dome in New Orleans would have paid the fucking light bill,
all that shit.
If they'd have paid a light bill, he would have won the fucking Super Bowl that year. But the thing is that he understands how the NFL works. Tim Tebow was ostracized, if that's the right word I can use, for his little protest, which was for God, goddamn. Like, it wasn't for nothing bad. It was for God.
Wasn't it for abortions?
For abortions?
Yeah, it was pro-life thing.
Yeah, it was a pro-life deal. So, I mean...
he was praised for that.
Well, he was actually blackballed as well. So, but from the NFL. I mean, so I don't think he did. He understood what the fuck he was doing and the outcome that it was gonna have. All right, and so I don't think that he did it cluelessly. Regardless, I don't care why he did it. I'm glad that it has been done. Yeah. But the thing that bothers me about this is that people act like this shit has just happened and began around the same time. Like, racism is like, people. Listen, first of all, y'all motherfuckers, let's stop talking about racism as if it just if this is just a new trend. Like, this shit's been going on for years. This shit is not new. You can go to NWA songs, Ghetto Boys, and they'll listen to the music of back then, Tupac even, and they'll sit there and tell you about the shit. That Rodney King shit that happened, that wasn't the first time them 4 white dudes did that shit. You know what I mean? So this whole racism shit is not new. Just because your social media Facebook feed is just not coming up with these stories. This is shit that a lot of us minorities have been going through for years. I can sit here and tell you stories from middle school with Dr. Finn, who was my fucking principal at Driscoll Middle School, and shit that I've been through going to, living in the Northeast side, coming from the East side. I can sit here and tell you a lot of stories. You know what I mean? And I mean, I mean, that's just kind of what it is, man. Yeah. So let's not sit here and pretend like this whole racism shit is a new conversation. And let's not sit here and pretend like Colin Kaepernick, regardless what the reason is that he did what he did, I'm personally glad that he did it. And I'm glad that we are upon this time to where this conversation is out in the open. Again, it's been always out in the open. I know why people acting like this is the first time people can sit down at a dinner table and talk about why you say nigga so much. But I mean, it's a good thing. And I'm glad that Nike backed them. And all the motherfuckers are like, Nike is a corporation and they're out for money and profit gain. I mean, supporting people. I don't think Nike is against supporting people, though.
I don't think Nike is against supporting people, but I do believe Nike sees dollar signs.
Absolutely. It's a business.
Of all of this.
But there's business and controversy, and this is a huge controversy because this is always the fight that's amongst Americans is white and black, or elite and non-elite. That's always the fight here. So of course it's about dollars with Nike. Now here's the thing. Now this is what matters. This is what matters with the individual.
All right.
It's what Colin Kaepernick does with this platform now.
So what has he
That's
done
what I'm saying. Like, so he's in it now. So what he's done, I'm like, okay, you're doing the right thing. Like, you're in it. You're not going to play football anymore. You might as well continue on with what you started. Even though I think what he initially thought was going to happen was not all of this. But since it happened, he's rolling with it. And now he has big Nike because Nike is huge. Nike is worldwide. You know what I mean? Everybody knows Nike. In all languages spoke across the world, they know Nike. So here's the thing. What are you going to do with this platform that you have now? And I think he's on the right track.
I think he's been doing that, though. I don't think he just started doing this. I mean, even after when he did the protest, he was donating millions of dollars.
And I don't know everything that he's done. So, or
he ponied up a mill, but as he should, because of how big the situation got, man. But you got to put your money where your mouth is.
He was doing that kind of like before all this shit happened. Like, for some reason, and like, I agree with you when you say, I don't know what the fuck happened in his life to make him this activist that he is. I don't know what made him, besides his girlfriend, which I know and she's a Muslim woman, who had something to do with everything that happened. I don't know what it is that happened to him to make him realize, like, hey,
maybe he experienced something and he
hasn't shared. So this was a black dude
probably hasn't shared it
was adopted by white people.
3 here.
Exactly. Grew up with white folks in fucking Wisconsin, where the fuck, Milwaukee, where the fuck he was at. I mean, adopted by white people, growing up in life as that, I know he had to experience some shit. You know what I mean? Just because he was different. And the only thing that helped him out was his ability to play football. So to sit here and say he hasn't gone through racism, Trevor, I'm fucking shades lighter than you. But to sit here,
you don't look like Kaepernick.
I get it, but to sit here and say that I haven't went through the same shit you went through because you're all
that's not what I said.
I'm not saying you said that. But to think that people of lighter gender or a lighter skin tone don't go through the same shit that you go through, or as someone that is darker, I mean it's kind of false.
No, come on, man.
I know that's not what you're saying.
What I'm saying, you took that out of context.
No. I'm gonna say I know that's not what you're saying because it's not. We had this conversation. This goes back to Tyrone, who we had a conversation about that shit that he was saying. But so this is not directed towards you, just directed towards the open spirit. Tyrone, I wish I could. Anyway, but yeah, you're not saying that, Trevor. So I get it. Go ahead, talk. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, my thing on that was me being a nigga. Like, I'm not even talking about the skin tone.
You're African American male. You're African American.
Me being a nigga.
Oh, yeah.
First Amendment right. So, me being a nigga, I know how people are perceived. I know that. Colin Kaepernick, you can see that there is another ethnicity in his DNA. And when people see that, and I've seen this with my own eyes, when people that see that their DNA is inside of you, they treat you different. Now, maybe he went through a couple of things. I don't know. But like I said, I checked the background. The nigga has no priors. You know what I mean? And good. You know, that's what you want, you know, especially being someone of color.
Are we talking street cred or are we talking about the movement for what's right? I mean, Martin Luther King, I'm pretty sure he had no priors before he became Martin Luther King.
Right.
But continue.
Man, that's totally different. That's a different era. Before we had no rights. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, like, you can see, if you see a part of yourself in someone, you treat them different than how you would treat someone else who you do not recognize at all. That's just human nature.
Yeah.
That's human nature. So that's what I'm saying. Cap, maybe he did. I'm thinking he didn't. Like, where was the, like, because I get it. You could have, like, no connection to what's going on. Like, I could be here in America and I could be fighting for Africans, you know, in Africa that have no water. And I could be donating money. I could be fighting for whatever that helps them get water out there. Yeah. I get that. You don't have to actually live that life. But y'all aren't hearing me when I say he was not expecting it. But now that he's in it, I think that he's doing a good job.
I hear what you're saying. I mean, it's like I hear exactly what he's saying. It's like when you do something and you don't expect that outcome, and once you get that outcome, you got to roll with it. That's to sum it all up. So, but he's what I think. Wade Mac, Sugar Smack, Mac Daddy,
Mac and cheese,
whatever.
Mac.
Oil, no.
Oil.
I think what I know what you're saying is just, you know, now that he's been given that platform, you know, you believe that he's doing a decent job with it, but he wasn't expecting that. That's all you're saying. That's basically all he's saying.
The nigga was posing at first, but now he's in it, and I think he's doing a good job.
He was posing. I think he did it for a reason, but I could see what you're saying when you say he didn't expect the outcome, and now he's rolling with it, and he's doing a good job with it.
Right.
I think people. I mean, a lot that happens in a lot of things, though.
What not to cut you off, D. I'm gonna let you finish. But what do y'all think? Is Didi's talking about her opinion, and she's, you know, she has a strong opinion about it. I mean, maybe not. She's Miss Mutt, but I don't call you Mutt. But what do y'all think? As Didi's talking, what do y'all think about what Colin has done? And what do you think about Nike supporting them? I personally don't think it's wrong for Nike supporting people. I don't think it's wrong. They are a business, but I don't think that a business letting people know, like, hey, I stand behind this. That's like how Chick-fil-A stood behind not fucking supporting gays. But then when that shooting happened in Orlando at that gay club, they're the only company that went out there and served them on a Sunday. And
Right.
Chick-fil-A is not open on Sunday.
Right. Well, they
But-
did the Christian thing.
Yeah, but to support people as a business is not necessarily a strategic business move. It's a good ethical move because
Right.
there's nothing wrong with supporting
Keyword ethical.
people. Like, it's not a monetary thing. You're going to get monetary grace for anything you do. It's like you're going to lose monetary grace for something you do. But supporting people
Right.
and equality,
Uh-huh.
like, to say that that's a business move to me is kind of like discrediting good people because they're good people that work with Nike. But anyway, what do y'all think about it? Again, we're talking about Colin Kaepernick and Nike supporting them. Colin Kaepernick and his kneeling, and as it's been 2 years later and it's still an issue. We're talking about Nike as a business corporation supporting them as a business type, as a business type deal or as something more than that.
Ford supporting them too, right?
Ford support them. Talk about it. What else you got? How do you feel about the whole thing, dude? I know you've been quite.
I'm okay with it. I don't have any problem with Ford, Nike, Reebok, Adidas supporting him. I'm cool with that. You know, I kind of stated what I said. I mean, they see money too. It, like you said, it's a
Right.
business. It's business too involved. But you know, like you said, I don't see anything wrong with them backing up people.
Right.
You know, and the cause. That's what we want. We want backup.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
You want some support. That's
Yeah.
what we're looking for. Support in all of this. Boom. There's your support. Can we get some more support? Where y'all at? We got some support?
I mean, I feel like now, you know, to be quite honest, now it's about us being aware, and by us, I mean us like middle class, lower class citizens. Now it's about what are we going to do? You know, like
Agreed.
big time corporations, they did what they had to do, of course, and they're not going to invest their money in some shit that's going to make them lose money.
Right.
Like they know. These motherfuckers know. Niggas they knew sales was going to go up. I'm not even going to put it on blacks. They knew sales were going to go up, and they went up 31% approximately. So they're going to invest their money in what's profitable. But you know that's business, so we can't really talk about that.
But they're good people. I mean, I don't think Nike like so. A lot of people talk about Nike and the sweatshops and all this shit. But people don't understand that the operations they have overseas in Philippines, X, Y, and Z. Not saying that they're up to code to America, but over in that country, they're great.
It's up to code to their government.
They're great facilities, and they're getting paid 10, 20 times more than anybody else there. So as we wouldn't work in those places like that over there, the people there love working at those places because they're feeding their family and getting out of poverty and actually doing good things for their family. So Nike's doing a great service for those people over there.
Right.
Not only are they doing a great service for over there, as a business, they're actually getting labor cheaper. So that not only are they helping their overhead, but they're also helping the people over there. So let's not pretend like these third world countries are the same as we are here in America. Because they're not. So we can't get mad because they have sweatshops over there. Because that's helping that community. They don't have to have air conditioners. They don't need to have brakes. You know, it would be nice if they had brakes.
It would be nice if they had brakes and air conditioning.
And I'm pretty sure they don't fuck them over and whatever. But these people are they work these hours normally in rice fields getting paid $5 a day. So you go to Nike and work better conditions. They're used to working hard. They want to work hard. They want to make this money and then complain because it's not as the standard as an actual civilized country like the United States. Like, that's not fair. We're comparing apples to oranges here. But again, that's Nike. And again, we're talking about the Colin Kaepernick deal and the Nike. A bunch of mixed feelings. I feel that Colin Kaepernick and Nike is a good union. I feel like Nike is genuine. As good people, they're always going to make dollars, but no matter what they did, Nike's going to make money. They're not going to go out of business.
Right.
And of course, Wade Mack feels differently. They're opportunists. But of course, you're always going to have different
I wouldn't say
opinions.
they were an opportunist, but they see an opportunity.
And they're capitalizing on it.
Yep.
So
they know them income tax checks.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
All Nike.
So-
Outlet, San Marcos Outlet.
So then outlet's killing.
Shit.
Everything fucking.
They already know. And they know that too.
Yeah, they know.
Then they know our people will go broke trying to wear a brand.
20% off of
Jordans.
shit that's already 30% off, and they
So,
got
I mean-
off of last year's shit.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Nike. What do you feel about this lady? Any thoughts?
I think she's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Serena Williams is definitely one of the greatest athletes, not even to specify gender. She's one of the greatest athletes in.
I beat her ass in a race.
That might be true. I don't know. Are you 35 now? Shit, I don't know.
36, man.
36.
Birthday.
She probably the same age as us.
No,
Yeah.
you may not be able to beat her ass in a race.
I can get in an arm wrestling match and everything.
Shit.
She might get you in the first 20 meters, but you'll finish strong. You got them long.
That'd be all up in that ass.
But hands down, man, Serena Williams definitely one of the greatest athletes, and what she went through, in my opinion, was more of a ego crush, other than an equality thing.
How do you feel about it, Didi?
I don't know exactly what really happened.
She lost.
Okay, yeah, I know that. She lost, and she got mad because she lost?
So...
I mean, I seen seen it on Facebook and all that other shit.
So Serena tried to make claims that in her tennis match, she was treated unfairly as a woman. Reason being, she said that she was targeted for coaching. Now in tennis, you can't be coached by your coach, which is fucking weird. You have a coach, you can't be coached by your coach. So your coach sits in the stands, and of course, I guess there's been times where coaches have sent signals to the players, hit the ball to the left, this bitch is slow to the right, do it over there, whatever. So coaches have sent signals to the players. I guess the ump, Carlos Romero, I forgot his name, but he noticed or felt like there was coaching going on, so boom. We're going to give you a warning, a violation. Not a violation to where you lose points, but just a warning. So, boom, you have a warning.
Who got the warning?
Serena Williams got the warning because her coach...
was trying to coach her.
So, of course, like in anything, your coach doesn't get the penalty. The player gets the penalty.
Right.
So, then they gave her a warning. Then she got mad during the match because she wasn't playing as well as she wanted to play. And she threw a racket down. Pah! So broke her racket. Regardless of the racket broke or not, she was showing, an action that the tennis organization doesn't like.
And this is the first time this has ever happened in tennis history.
It happens all the time. It's sports. But when she threw a racket down and broke her racket, they docked her a point. So when she started her next match, it started off 0-15, 15. So Naomi, which is her opponent, who actually won the match, she was up a point. And mind you, Serena was already down a couple of matches at that time. She lost the first match, and then of course you go to 6 rounds of matches to complete the round. So she was like 3-1 at that time. So then that happened. Then Serena got mad again because of an altercation they had. Because she was mad because the Carlos guy, the ump, docked her that first point, so it's 0-15 when it started, or love 15 when it started. So then he just gave the other girl a match because of this right here. I'll show you exactly what happened.
See, I thought they were tripping with her about her uniform.
Nah, that
was early.
Months ago, probably a month ago. So then this right here happened after that, which is how she lost an actual whole match.
Yeah.
So so this one she's mad and pissed off about the whole starting off love 15.
And then look at the score. 2-6, 3-4.
3-4 is where it's at. So she's down 1-1.
But look at the first match, 2-6.
So right there, she just called him a thief. You're a thief because you took a point from me, which, of course, is very detrimental. You have 0, then you have love, 15, 30, 45, and then match. So she already started off love 15.
Yeah.
She called him a thief, and then he was like, well, you're doing excessive, and you're violating me, so I'm going to give the actual whole match to Naomi. So then she's down 3-15. 3-5, 3 matches to 5 matches, and you only got to go to 6 to win that round. Once you win 2 rounds, you're done. Or maybe once you win, anyway. So it's fucked up. She was in a big disadvantage for some bullshit. Now everyone talks about how Carlos, which is the umpire, who was unbiased and sexist and X, Y, and Z. This motherfucker last year was known to give out all kinds of violations to other male players as well. He's just a hard-ass, dick-ass ref. He's also fucked with Venus years before as well. So he's just not necessarily a sexist ref. So I don't agree with the sexist comment. I do agree that if for matches like this is the fucking finals. You need to let some shit slide. So the whole sexist deal, stupid, irrelevant, kind of should have never been brought up. Kind of like how most people bring up, oh, it's a black thing, and it's really not. Yeah. But this whole sexist was not a sexist thing. But again, it was an issue. She lost the match. The girl Naomi, which I feel bad about Naomi, Osaka, whatever her name is, I believe that's it. It kind of overshadowed. She was actually playing a good match and everything.
Damn good match.
Nobody remembers that she won. Everyone remembers that Serena fucked up.
Exactly.
So I feel bad for her. And who knows? Serena maybe would have came back and beat her in that round, in that match, in that set, whatever it's called, and maybe would have went to a third set. But Naomi was playing good, and she deserves it. And this little Asian young child.
Asian/Haitian.
Yeah, don't leave that out. I did read that.
Yeah,
so
left
that out.
It sucks that everything's being overshadowed. And congratulations to Naomi, Serena. I understand what you're arguing about, and I feel like you do have a case, but don't throw your racket down. And you won't get that point. The whole calling him a thief was stupid as shit. I mean,
right.
John McEnroe and a lot of other players have talked way worse to refs and didn't get points taken from their verbal abuse. So I get
right. That's why I was that's why I was like, is this the first time this has happened? Like, why is it such a big deal that she does it, but if someone else does it, it's not that big of a deal?
Like I said, the guy kind of took points away from other players beginning last year and male players too. So I don't think it was necessarily a personal thing. I think it's more of an ego thing. Like, bitch, you call me a thief.
She was them Scoopy snacks look good though.
No,
I think the ego part was her losing to this youngster.
That could have been it too.
Well, she was going on and on. I mean, she called him a thief, which was kind of mild. But she was going on and talking to him and staring at him and mugging him and shit like that. So it wasn't like she just said thief once. I mean, she was going on and on and on. Now, should she have gotten a whole match taken from her or a match taken from her for calling him a thief? No, that shouldn't have happened. But, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, I think the rules need to be reevaluated.
I don't think she should have been penalized because she called him a thief. It's not like she cussed his ass out and said.
Yeah, she said no cuss words.
Yeah, it's not like she said, "You motherfucking bitch, I'm accidentally walking into your apartment and accidentally." It ain't like she just went off on his ass. She just called him a thief. Yeah. It's words. Yeah, and in order for him to be in that position, he needs to have thicker skin.
Yes, he does. He has to have more strength. He has to be.
He does. So he's very weak.
He is weak.
A weak ass.
I got a few people in the thread, man.
What are they talking about?
I got Curtis Dilworth. He's saying,
he's
now let me go to what Pune said.
Curtis is a hooper.
Pune earlier, she had mentioned how Asians can do no wrong, and she reiterated her point again here.
I fuck with Asians. I like Asians.
And then Curtis Dilworth is saying Asians are winning right now. You better get you one.
Hey, Curtis, I fucking agree. Koreans are off the fucking chain. Asians are the new white girls with ass. What is it called? Pogs?
I don't know. I just know they pay for stuff.
I have no idea.
PAWG is what they call white woman with ass. I don't know.
Yeah, that's that porn lingo right there. I don't know.
Oh, you pick it up.
I watch fucking
We all
pornos.
watch it.
Y'all
Didi.
Didi, you're a
Come
fucking...
on, man.
I don't watch porn. I don't even know what really happened with Serena. Come on.
Well, I watch porn. I'm a red tube. What site do you go to?
Pornhub.
Pornhub?
Yeah. Shout out to Kanye. He was like the visual director for Pornhub Awards this year.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
He directed some porn.
No.
The award show.
The award show.
Oh, the award show.
Yeah, the award show. He's making his money. I do RedTube, redtube.com. That's my shiznit.
I've never looked at RedTube.
Remember I told you on your podcast I do RedTube and I kind of cover up the lens so you can't see my face and I cover up the back so you can't see me beating off just in case they're recording
just in
me.
case FBI is watching.
Yeah,
so you go on RedTube and you go live with yourself?
I don't go live with myself. I just watch
just in case.
But sometimes they have they say the camera. They say they can FBI or they could. So some websites you go to, they can access your camera if it's embedded into the website.
Oh, see,
I don't know if it's embedded in the website, but just in case it is, I kind of cover it up and just beat off. Cover it up. That's kind of what I do.
I mean, that's fair if you ask me.
You
looking at them, why can't they look at you?
Yeah, this nigga here trying to put it. We gonna see you on fucking TMZ like a motherfucker.
Beating it to a pulp.
Yeah, but that's the whole Serena beef.
I hope to God y'all are not beating yourselves to a pulp.
That nigga's aggressive.
Shit.
I'm just saying, some days you got time where you go 2, 3, 4 times a day in a day.
I've had
DD,
times
can
where
you
I've
attest to that?
masturbated
No.
multiple times in
Really?
one day.
I don't watch porn.
Well, I'm talking about just masturbation, period.
I don't do
Do
masturbation.
you use toys? That's a good. Do you use toys? Or
No,
you just-
I do not use toys.
You don't masturbate at all. Period.
No, I don't.
Not once.
Not once.
Why not?
When's the last time you came?
Because I don't have to.
When's the last time you orgasmed?
So you, on demand, you get sex.
I just call you. I'm just.
That's not always. I didn't take it like you were talking about me, but like
I did.
You-
Goddamn
Just
it.
call you.
But-
No, I'm just joking. I do not.
you
call
was
him.
not always available.
Hold on, time out. When's the last time you orgasmed?
Let's not talk about my vagina.
I know
Okay.
you like all focus on
Let's-
DD
yeah,
right now.
let's not focus. No one wants to know about my vagina.
Fuck Serena Williams and the referee.
Let's talk about
when the last
Serena's
time-
vagina or something else, but not
Let's talk
mine.
about
Let's ask
that.
Drake about that one.
Let's ask this white model that she's with right now, non-black. She's married to that.
Oh yeah, that's right. She is. She has
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
white
Drake
guy.
is only.
She's smart, man.
That's
She is.
That's disrespectful to this model dude talking about Drake. I'm slap shady.
Was that
Serena,
disrespectful?
Hey, Serena, I apologize
get
that
outta
this
here.
nigga's bringing up these past relationships, but I apologize. With that being said, RedTube is the shit. Look it up. RedTube.com.
I'm looking it up right now.
And I
No, I'm
really
just
believe
kidding.
she is. So
That shit on my phone. Have my
so-
phone locking up and shit. And
go incognito
spam.
on Google.
I'm not googling nothing.
No,
No, go incognito.
So Google has a search engine. We go incognito, so it doesn't have any cookies
I'm
or
not
anything.
searching anything.
Technology is great. Fucking
Oh
Nope.
shit.
RedTube.
Nope.
So
Not gonna do it.
Serena and her beef, Eminem, MGK.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about their beef. Shots have been fired.
2012. So it initiated in 2012, and here we are, 2018, and that's where I'm stuck at. I'm stuck at from what I listened to, UGK, MGK, MJG.
She just
MJG. There, you went to another Southern classic. Wow.
So
That's what's up though.
What?
MJG.
He
MJG,
stated
8-ball.
in his song that
Machine Gun Kelly.
Eminem said something to him back in 2012, and now here we are in 2018, and they want to talk about it. I think the shit is old. Let it go. That's what I think they should do, but they're not going to do that. So I think it's just it's a ploy to get. They both have music that's coming out, so this is how they're going to put themselves out there.
I got on Joe about this shit last week. Now listen, Eminem is not the type of guy. He's a Kanye. He's a LL Cool J. Guys like that don't need to do things to get record sales.
But his record label probably told him that you might need to do
Eminem
this.
is his record label.
Well, himself just told himself.
That's the thing. Eminem could drop Kanye can drop something right now, and we're gonna listen to it. He doesn't that hoopity poop, poopity scoopity whoopity poop.
Man, that shit.
I mean, Kanye can drop something. Eminem, those LL Cool J's, the legends, they can drop something, and we're going to want to listen to it, to critique it, and just say we don't like it or that we love it. Like so.
So I don't mean to cut you off. So I guess what I want to know is what is the purpose then? So if Eminem, if this happened in 2012, old boy made the comment.
It was a bunch of shit.
Eminem comes out in 2018 and decides to address it. Why? Why address it now? Why don't you just come out with your music?
Well,
Shake that hater off.
Well, that's
Wow,
fucking
that's an
2000.
old reference. Why are you going back to old fucking 2002 references?
Goddamn, that shit that you said. God. I remember listening to that before.
Damn,
I
shake
took
them
my exam.
haters off.
I was
Shake
taking
them haters off.
Hey, no
Shake them
bullshit.
haters.
I was taking exams when that song was out, man. Like, what the fuck? That shit brought me like, I don't want to cram tonight. I don't want to cram
Oh
tonight.
shit.
But I'm like, why bring it up? If he doesn't
Well,
have to.
It goes deeper than that.
Well,
How deep?
this is the premise of Eminem's album, the last one he made. Eminem made Revival, which I think was a great album. A lot of people didn't like. A lot of people were talking shit about it. A lot of people were saying how Eminem has fell off and talking shit about him. Artists, fans, whatever. And this last album Eminem made, the premise of this album is an album that is firing back at everyone who talked shit about him in his previous albums and lifestyle.
So it's not just this guy who's eating porridge.
Eminem probably talked about 40 or 50 people on this album,
Oh
calling out
shit!
people.
Well, then that's
Okay. Machine Gun Kelly is just the first one to fire back, but Eminem has talked about a laundry list of motherfuckers. in this
okay.
album.
Well, now I have a better understanding.
So-
We'll go for it, Eminem. Talk about me too.
That's kind of why he talked shit about him.
Okay.
And then, MGK is just the only one that fired back. And I fuck with MGK. I like his music. Like I said before, I'm a fan. But that nigga kind of fired back. I don't know. Who she got? Who she got as a fan?
Eric Robinson is saying she's his type of woman.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hold on.
Hello.
Let's give her some screen time.
Hello.
So, what's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
You're a Capricorn. You
Yeah.
like long? Would you like
You
to do
said
long
that
walks?
very nicely.
Thank you.
So shout out to Eric Roberts.
Shout out to Eric
Robinson. Oh, your brother.
Eric Robinson.
Shout out to Eric Robinson.
Tell him something. Tell him hello. Talk to him.
I just said hello.
Say more than that. Talk to this man. He's.
I'm your type of woman. What did he say?
That's what he said.
How?
He's saying, what's up?
What's up?
Eric, Eric, do you pay bills, Eric? That's what I want to know. Do you pay bills?
Do you pay bills?
Damn, and Sean Pennington saying you're glowing. Damn.
Oh.
Why she? Hey, we have got no love
No love.
on in this thread. It's all been, I swear, it's all been DD.
I'm really fucking her track.
Everybody laughing at her shit.
'Cause
Now
the
niggas
titties
hollering
all
at her.
big. I look huge. I got my
She
Krusty the Clown socks on, and I got on my Nikes.
Damn.
And you
she's
still
getting it
winning.
from both ends, like men and women.
And you still winning, Diddy.
And I
Damn.
don't watch porn.
That's
Now
why
that should be
And I don't watch porn.
That's why they're hollering. They know you're in need.
I'm a virgin. I've never had sex.
They know you'd
before.
rather
Can someone
call.
show me what it's like?
They're like-
How do you do sex?
Nah, they're like, hey,
What?
fucking, she needs some penis in her life, so we're gonna holler at her. It's a win-win. I can't lose. She's just, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Sean,
Thank you very
I want to
much.
give a shout out to Sean Pennington, man. So Sean Pennington, he's a guy that I would love to have on the show. He is an avid fucking Trump supporter. He's actually a guy that he's a grade or two younger than me. He went to Madison High School, graduated, I want to say 2001, maybe 2002. He's actually in
To my Pennington?
Sean Pennington. He's actually in Central Station right now. I was supposed to go, and I don't know if I still have the window to go talk to some kids. He worked at a detention center, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
He does a lot of stuff for his community out there, and he wanted me to go out there and just speak to the kids, which I would love to do if I can find time between my job and kids to go talk to the kids and give them some inspirational words from someone. And Sean, I want to do it. Trust me, I've gotten your emails or your text messages, and we've talked, and I want to try to make it out there if I can. But I just got to find the time, and even if I can't find the time to make your program that you have set up for these next 6 weeks, I will come out when I can. But Sean's a good guy, man. I fuck with him all the time and joke with him, and I hate
That's
him
what's
because
up.
of his Trump views. But yeah, Sean, what's up? Big up to Sean, man. Much love. But anyway, so Eminem beef. White guys are making hip hop what hip hop should be. Like, this is, I guess, right now compared to the Biggie and Tupac shit. Like, this is as exciting as it's been. I mean, Drake couldn't respond to who was Drake beefing with?
Pusha T.
Pusha T. I mean, Drake couldn't respond, so.
I think Drake fucked Kim Kardashian, and the big homies didn't want him to air that because I think that would have been the next move to kind
For
of.
Pusha T?
No, Kanye, because Drake ain't got no beef with Pusha T. His beef was with Kanye
Why you have beef with Kanye?
because they were supposed to do an album together, and the shit never happened because of some.
You know how many albums
Whatever
Kanye was
between the
supposed to
two.
do?
Well, I mean, they went public. Remember I told you they was on his OVO tour, and Kanye came out and was saying like, "Hey, we're gonna do an album," and it was like big hype, and then the
Wait,
shit
with
went
him and
dead.
who?
Kanye and
Drake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, you remember when a big homie from Rap-A-Lot came out and was like, you know what?
Jay Prince,
Jay
goddamn
Prince,
it.
right? He was like, you know what? We just gonna dead it right here because if it goes any further, it's gonna get real ugly. So I think that real ugly he was talking about was Drake fucking Kim Kardashian.
But everyone's
While
fucked Kim
married,
Kardashian. Y'all probably
while
fucked
married
her.
to Kanye though.
I wish I would have fucked Kim
I mean, like
Kardashian.
who cares? I mean,
I mean,
it comes with the territory.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Who knows? I don't give a fuck.
Get out your feelings
but-
about that.
But I mean, this whole thing with so what do you feel? I know you've never heard it, and I kind of played it. The initial Eminem diss. Let's go back to the initial story.
Sorry.
MG. No, you're good. MGK's reply. How do you feel about? And we talked. So we talked about me and Joe the neighbor. Shout out Joe. We talked about MGK and his whole deal. That was, how'd y'all feel about the MGK diss to Eminem?
I mean, I think it was entertaining. When I listen to that type of music, when they're going back and forth like that.
That type of music.
Yeah, seriously, because I can't take that shit personal.
Yeah.
You got shit to do with me. You ain't beefing with me. So when I listen to it, it's entertaining. I think he did a good job. I think they both did a good job. Now, when I heard Eminem, they did fabulous work on that.
I was thinking the same shit. You're like, oh, they did awesome.
Fabulous job on that.
They cleaned up well.
Yeah. Now, the first song, the first one that we listened to by Eminem, I really couldn't understand what he was saying because he was just going so fast, I guess.
I played it on my phone, so it really was bad quality. So I get it.
So I really could. So then when I heard Mr. Machine's reply,
Mr. Machine.
I could understand what he was saying. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty dope.
But how'd you feel? Do you think it was like a good diss track?
I don't think it was a good diss track from either one of them, honestly. It was just entertaining. It was just like watching, I don't know, a TV show. Like, that was a good ass episode.
Yeah, okay.
And then that's it. It's like, okay, what's next?
Now
That's it.
That's kind of how I feel. So when I feel MGK's diss was very complimentary, like he was really paying homage to a legend.
He did. He said some stuff. You're right.
You really don't do that in a diss track. You really be like, man, fuck you, bitch. You ain't shit. I'm better than you, type shit. And you voice what your your issue is, and you go with that. But it was kind of like a diss track, but then it's like, oh, your beard sucks, but you're the greatest rapper in the world. Like, you take care of your kids, and you fucking read a lot of fucking books and dictionaries. Like, you're fucking smart. You don't go out and party no more, and you're rich, and you're mad, but, you have beef with me, and you want me to erase me. Like, it was just very childish on MGK's side.
They're two different age groups, though.
Agreed. But then when Eminem came back at him, I think Eminem put out a better diss track between the two. I don't think it was quality. Like, believe it or not, I think one of Eminem's best diss tracks was the one against Mariah Carey. He fucking did her bad.
But I mean,
I
what is she gonna?
remember that.
But wait. In defense to Mariah Carey, how's she gonna come back? Y'all think she was about to put out a diss track and
She
rap?
did.
She came.
But was she? Why
she
you
had-
so obsessed with me?
That's a good song.
Yeah,
that was dope.
That's
Like,
her shit.
That was dope.
That was a good
though.
song.
And it was, but I mean, that's all she said. I mean, he went hard. I mean, he got in her ass.
No, that's
and then
fucking-
all she can say is, them
then-
chickens is ash and I'm lotion.
No, and then Nick Cannon got into that bitch, and he fucking got Nick Cannon ass too. That, and I know everyone wants to talk about the Benzino and all that shit, and Ja Rule. Fuck that, nigga. Y'all go back and listen to that diss track. Listen to Obsessed, which was a good song.
You can't go back and listen to M's diss. That it's been deleted off of the web completely.
Really?
Yeah.
She wasn't having
even
that
back
shit.
then. No, it was
I heard
because
it
of the rights of the beat that he rapped on. I forget what beat it was.
For the one about Mariah Carey?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that reply is like nobody can listen to it now.
Well,
And
fuck
that I remember I heard it.
But see,
That
that's just
motherfucker
how
cold.
bad it was. But still, she couldn't respond to that.
Well, the thing, when Nick Cannon did it for her, and he got Nick Cannon
yeah,
ass
but
too.
Nick Cannon is not that type of rapper.
Again, I agree. But what I'm saying is that
They should have just fought.
no, they shouldn't.
You know, they should do that. They should do that more
They
often.
should just fuck it. Just
What
what?
y'all
Like
think?
these internet niggas are doing it. You know
So,
what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
just meet up in the parking lot at Target.
Well, I mean,
well,
it
no,
is-
make
it
money
is-
off of it. Do a
fuck
real
it.
fucking fight.
It is 2018, and we're still waiting for Chris Brown and Soulja Boy to fight.
Well, Chris Brown said he wasn't gonna box Soldier Boy, and who would want to watch that bullshit?
Man, Soldier Boy didn't stand.
I'd
a
watch
chance.
him and Nick Cannon though. That's more of an equal.
Now, see, well, first of all, to defend Nick Cannon is, believe it or not, a kind of a dope artist. He's not.
No, he is, but he's
his
not
music
going
isn't
to-
shit. But his poetry and the other
Yes.
shit he does, he's fucking on point
He
with that
is.
shit.
I agree.
He's on point with
I
that
agree
shit.
with
I
that.
don't know if y'all ever heard his poetry or his his Black Lives Matter movement talk and all that other shit. Like he's fucking there. Look it up and YouTube it. Nick Cannon poetry. But Eminem got that nigga on that. And Mariah Carey went at this dude. Mariah Carey went at him, and she went at him convincingly.
With what?
That upset song.
That you make it seem like
The verse, not just the chorus, but the verses. Like she actually had something to say, and it wasn't bad shit.
No, it wasn't bad, but it was a
good,
song.
But
it was just a song.
She's a songwriter. She's not a rapper, so she
exactly. So my point is, it wasn't fair.
It was fair.
No, it wasn't.
It was fair.
Nope.
Roxanne. I mean, it was fair. I mean, it's just that he's that much better.
Right. I don't think
Eminem became a rapper off of his battle rapping. He wasn't just a regular
And Mariah
rapper.
Carey is not a battle R&B singer.
She's a very lazy performer, actually.
She is
Lazy as shit. But that's this. I mean, I don't think this is like worthy of the Eminem MGK is worthy of a segment. I just want to bring it up because that's what's hot. And everyone's thinking Eminem's this was like the greatest shit ever.
No, it was entertaining, and I believe it's for entertaining purposes only. Let's watch this shit.
I don't even think it was entertaining. I think it was a good diss, but I don't think he really has feel for it. Like he doesn't have that energy. Like he has nothing. Like what are you gonna say about MGK? Like he's nothing to him. He's just a guy that picked Eminem and Eminem picked him back, and now MGK was like, I don't have nothing bad to say against because you're a nobody. So he doesn't have like Mariah Carey, Benzino, Ja Rule. Like he had shit. He had relationships with them, so he had shit to say. But with MGK, he's basically dissing him on the diss track that MGK released. But outside of that, it's nothing personal. Like it's just business. So fuck you. You talk shit.
I think it's all business too.
Yeah,
and it's all business. So
it was very personal though.
Oh God.
It was it was, but it wasn't
because like you mentioned the beef in 2012. Like MGK was commenting on his daughter when she was a minor, and he was over the age of 18.
Have you seen his daughter?
I have. She's a very good-looking young lady.
Didi, have you seen his daughter?
I've seen a picture of her.
She is beautiful.
She's a good-looking girl.
Gorgeous.
I've seen one picture of her.
You
She's
can't say
pretty.
that shit when she's
But
12.
still, yeah. And kids really should be off limits. I mean, they say that all the time, but really, kids are off limits. I don't care how old they are.
Ja Rule isn't rapping now because of that.
Well,
what?
Ja Rule is...
Eminem ended Ja Rule. Ja Rule made that comment in that song about Haley, and Eminem went full throttle. Like I said, at first it was a 50 Cent Ja Rule beef, and then Eminem said something, then Ja Rule pit Eminem, Haley's in that song.
Well, then that's what Ja Rule gets.
Eminem, and this is the thing. I don't know if no one says Ja Rule and Ashanti back in the day was the shit.
Yeah,
like
everybody was jamming that
like,
shit.
I don't give a fuck. Anyone says Ja Rule was not.
Baby, baby,
Yeah.
baby, baby.
Ja Rule and Ashanti they had the world. They were
Hold up now.
Don't do that. Cut your mic off. Cut it off. Yeah. It's cool, man. The mic's off. So Ja Rule and Eminem, Ja Rule and Ashanti was the Jay-Z and Beyonce back then, basically. Okay, I'm gonna bring you. You good? You got that out your system?
I got it out my system, but that's what she sounded like.
God damn, she said.
Y'all like that shit when she said it?
She was actually a lot better than that.
No, I disagree. But that's another topic.
So no, it's not another.
Because you probably think Jennifer Lopez is an absolute.
That girl got pipes.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, relationship talk, man. Just fuck these guys. No homo. Pause. Relationships, man. How's y'all's? I mean, I like relationship talk. I just don't want to talk about that shit no more. Let's talk about that so we can get the fuck out of here.
You want to talk about relationships? Like, what about relationships?
Well,
what about them specific?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I like to end the show with talking about, like life, like life. Like I like life. Like fuck these celebrities. Like my life is interesting. I got a lot of shit. So, just talk about life. Like say for instance, so I had a situation. I was helping somebody move, okay, and she had to drive the big U-Haul, and I'm like, okay, so fucking do it. Well, as a man, she felt like a friend helping her out, like I should do that, right? And I'm like, well, and this is the thing, and
Give me your damn keys.
No, and I've had several situations of women being like, well, you're the man, you should do this. Now, mind you, I grew up in a single family, single mother household. Mm-hmm. So, when I look at a woman, I don't look at a docile, subordinate individual.
Right.
I look at women as strong fucking creatures that are just as strong as men. So I don't feel like I should jump to open up doors, or I should jump up if something, of course I'm going to be a gentleman,
Right.
but I don't feel like, if there's a U-Haul, I feel like you can handle that shit because my mom has done it. My aunts, they've all took care of their kids by themselves, and they've all done, shit by themselves as strong, independent women. Why in the fuck do women nowadays, not saying women, but I just don't feel like I need. How do you feel about it? Am I wrong?
So what's your question? Are you wrong for not driving the U-Haul?
I mean, just am I wrong for feeling like like I said, feeling like I should jump towards everything that needs to be done because I'm a woman and I can't do it? Because I feel like as a woman, you should be able to drive the U-Haul.
Who bought the U-Haul? Who's paying for it?
She was.
She was. Okay. So if I buy a U-Haul, I'm driving that bitch.
Right.
You can drive my car, or you can drive your car, or the other car that's filled up with the other boxes or clothes or shoes or whatever else we got. You follow me, and I'm gonna take you to the house, and we're gonna unload that shit. Next question.
And that was just that one instant. No, and you're right. That's how I feel. And that was just that one instant. It's a lot more shit in other. This is the last thing
I don't have you on the insurance for that U-Haul either, so it's a liability. So if someone runs into you, you may not be driving bad, but if someone runs into you, and now. There we go. No,
so maybe
you're not wrong.
Maybe that was a bad example, but
well, I answered the question.
No, and you answered it properly because that's how I feel. Not properly.
I don't think you're wrong for not.
But just little things, like say for instance, it's like I don't know, just like little normal shit that shouldn't be an issue. Like, everyone talk about chivalry is dead and all this shit, but when I grew up, again, my mom was it. My dad wasn't there. My aunts, when they were raising their kids, that was it. So when dinner needed to be made and they were sleepy and tired and felt like they needed to go to sleep, but dinner had to be cooked, it wasn't like, we're just not going to get it done, or we're going to let, daddy do it because daddy wasn't there. They did that shit. Like, that's all that was done. So I'm seeing a woman being a dominant species, so to speak, a dominant individual. So now growing up as an adult, talking to people, dating, I'm not seeing these same dominant people as women, so to speak. And it confused the shit out of me because I don't know how to treat them.
What was the ethnicity of this person?
It wasn't the same type of situation, so it was just in general. Like it could be black, Mexican. I've dealt with it from all types.
But just for the story's sake.
For this story, she was Hispanic.
Yeah, there we go.
But not only was she Hispanic, she, grew up mom and dad in the household. So when mom couldn't do shit or didn't want to do shit or felt uncomfortable, her dad that grew up in the household would do it.
But they were married, right?
They were married.
Was this the U-Haul situation? Is that your girlfriend?
No.
So you were just helping her?
Yes.
Okay.
But
what was that little evil laugh? What was that?
She's just evil. But it was more of a situation of not so much that,
I think sometimes women just get pissed off over petty shit. And I'm sorry. Please, women, do not get mad at me. But sometimes I think that a lot of the shit that and I've done it before, it can be very, very petty. That situation right there, the U-Haul situation, petty.
I mean, like I said, again,
because she could have easily said, hey, do you mind driving the U-Haul for me? If that's something she wanted you to do and you didn't offer, then it's about communication at this point. Hey, thank you for helping me, whatever. Do you mind driving the U-Haul for me? And then you could say whatever it is you want to say at that point. If you say, no, I don't want to drive, then shit.
But
Right. I see what you're saying.
It wasn't so much that she didn't want to drive it. It was more of like you didn't offer. She was uncomfortable and she expected me as a man to drive it. And I'm like,
But you just helped her. You just helped her box up some shit, which you didn't even have to do that, right?
Well, like I said, it's kind of a hard situation because I guess I'm not explaining the whole thing properly because that situation wasn't the main thing that happened. But it's happened to me several times in the past to where it's like women are so like...
Expecting?
Yeah, like I feel uncomfortable doing this, so I'm not gonna do it. It's like something as simple as, there's a bug. Can you come kill this bug? Because I don't want to kill it. I'm afraid. My mom would have slapped the shit out with a shoe, And it's like, I'm like, bitch, why am I killing this bug for you? Bitch, kill the bug.
Okay, so I get everything that you're saying. So what is the problem? And you don't have the answer to this because you're not a woman.
I don't want to
But
kill the
my
bug.
question would be to women: what's wrong with asking? If you're with someone,
What's wrong with
and
killing the goddamn bug?
No. If you're with someone and you want him to do something and he's not doing it, little things like that, killing a bug, driving a
Little
U-Haul,
things, exactly.
little things, what is wrong with asking and saying, hey, Leroy, it's a spider in here. Can you come and kill it for me? Here I come, baby. I got the shoe. Damn, problem solved.
What's wrong with y'all just killing the fucking bug?
But maybe she didn't want to. And I could get that because I work with some women who don't like bugs. And every time it's something in there, they come flying out of their office. Now, I grew up killing bugs. I just don't handle snakes. I have swept a mouse clean up out of my house and down the driveway because that little bastard was, don't get me started. I beat the shit out that mouse. I was mad as hell because I chased that mouse around the living room. I had just got out the shower and I started sweating and shit. And he went behind the freezer and I had to get, but it's how I grew up. Huh?
You were naked killing mouses?
No, I wasn't. I had just put on my pajamas. So I was pissed off even more because I'm like, I just got out the shower and I'm sweating and chasing this mouse.
Clean, goddammit.
So things like that. But my mom, she was upstairs and she was like, oh, hell no, I'm not coming downstairs.
Yeah.
She was like, I can't believe you got the broom in your hand. Yep, because it's a mouse and it needs to get out.
Right.
But not all women are equipped like that.
And that's my
Not
thing.
all women are equipped like that. I grew up kind of not in the city. I'm still there at the house, but it's a lot of animals. There's a lot of bugs. We just have to get some raccoons out the goddamn
Out the
ceiling.
attic.
Oh yeah, I had to deal with. I caught the little bastard.
Oh, country bumpkin ass.
Yeah. So I go outside barefoot still sometimes.
Yeah.
So
And she talking about your fucking fingernails, nigga.
I know. Let me see. Take them shoes off. Let me see what them feet looking like. You talk about oil in my fingernail. Yeah.
after you see them, you'll start rubbing them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh baby, these look nice. Let me give you a foot rub.
I don't talk like that at all.
It smell like goddamn corn chips and shit.
Let me give you a foot rub, darling.
I don't talk like that.
Well, however the hell it is you talk, you say
know how I
that.
talk. Smooth as fuck.
You'll say that.
Smooth
Shit.
as fuck.
Nigga, you'll
You're
say
smooth.
that. But goddamn, and
But
that's,
so yeah, it just every women, and then sometimes women just want help.
well, and I guess that's the thing that I'm not used to because me growing up and seeing that was one of the things with the mother of my kids. Like she was always like talking about how I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that, and it's like I'm not used to women needing help to open up a door or needing help to notice to do normal shit.
Everybody comes up
If
differently.
there's dishes in the sink, they get washed regardless if it's you or me doing it.
Right.
They're going to get washed. It's not a man's job or a woman's job. It's something in the house needs to get done. So my mom would do it, or I would do it. It was more of like we're doing it for the family, not because of a gender type deal. So when there are women that are like that, like, oh, I can't kill the bug. I'm like, bitch, it's a bug. Smash it. And my daughter's like that. My youngest daughter will kill the bug. My oldest daughter's like, Dad, come get the bug. I'm like, motherfucker, hit the bug. You're bigger
I'm
than the
so
bug.
pissed
Hit the
off
bug.
right now.
Why are you pissed off? Talk to me.
Well, we talking about relationships.
Speak on it. Shit, talk about
Oh man.
who did it. What
Are
Johnny
we
do?
taking too long? Were you missing
Co-parenting
out?
is a relationship.
Co-parenting
Yeah.
It is a relationship that involves a
Absolutely.
lot of communication.
Absolutely.
very, very true.
And I get really frustrated
Okay.
when my son goes over to his father's house.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
I can do
Is
this.
this something similar to the haircut? Can we talk about the haircut thing? Or is this not?
No, the haircut, that's some other bullshit too.
Like talk about this is something new. I haven't even heard this story. Go
So,
ahead.
no, because it's going on right now.
Talk
Oh,
about it.
okay.
It's
This
going
is
on
in
right
real
now.
time.
This is a reality show.
No, talk about it. Housewives of San Antonio. Go ahead.
Right. It's irritating when so my son goes over to his father's house,
All right.
and this is his weekend. He got him last night. He just dropped him back off at home because he's got a birthday to go to. But you took me to court, and
To
you
get your
fought
weekend.
for your weekends because you
Yeah.
said you didn't get your weekends. That I wasn't letting him get his weekends. That was a motherfucking lie. You didn't get him because you didn't come and pick him up. That's why you didn't get him.
Yeah. Fuck. My name Bennett.
So
ain't
now you talking about I got a birthday party to go to. But when I go out of town on my weekends, where you go? Why you going out of town? Ain't it? Thought it was your weekend. Stop looking at me. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
And when she said that, I stopped looking at her. I turned around.
I know. I looked at you like, damn, you talking to you or what?
I feel like I was getting. I feel like I was getting like shit. I'm talking.
Well,
But
and,
you know,
here's my thing with the communication thing is like if he would have told me, he doesn't like me to tell him stuff last minute. He doesn't like for me. He wants me to communicate with him when I make decisions for our son, and I agree. I have no problem with that. I'm okay with that. But he won't do the same thing in return. Why are you dropping him off at the house tonight and nobody didn't even call me? How did he know that someone was going to be there? And this is not the first time this has happened where he's taken him to the house and just, I'm pulling up and I'm not there. And then I get a text message that tells me, they say my son said, his dad said that he could either, something about him going home or waiting in the rain. What kind of shit is that? So and I don't know. That's just I don't know. I got to get the full backstory behind that.
So this will be another. We'll finish this story next week. Then.
Yeah, we'll finish it next week because I'll find out when I get in the car.
Yeah, yell at that nigga real quick. I mean, go ahead.
But it's relationships. That's all about communication. You were talking about the haircut situation. How I took him to go get his haircut. Mm-hmm. His dad got mad because I did the haircut thing and I didn't let him do the haircut. I've been asking his dad to cut his hair a particular way, to cut it down lower, because Jaden's hair grows back like in 3 days.
Okay.
So I was like, we need to keep his hair cut at least once a week. Well, he didn't want me to take him to go get his hair cut at all. So I got to go wait 2 whole weeks.
Nigga looking raggedy.
Looking raggedy because you want to take him to go get his hair cut and you don't want me to do it.
You're not going to do that.
And then when I said, well, how come you just won't get his hair cut lower so that way he could at least make it a week looking like he's had a haircut? He gonna finally tell me, because I didn't want to. But every week when he would pick him up to take him for these damn haircuts, I'd ask him, can you cut his hair down lower? Yes. And he never would do it. And then finally, once the shit hit the fan, I didn't want to. Why you didn't tell me that then? Communication. We could have worked something out.
I think when it comes to relationships along like co-parenting, that is probably one of the biggest relationships where communication is important.
It is.
Fucking somebody, fuck buddies, an actual relationship, marriage. I think co-parenting is one of these situations where communication, again, I reiterate, is the biggest thing. Now, anybody out there watching, if you have any relationship shit that y'all been going through, I mean, shit, I would love y'all can call in. You go to the motherfucking page, my number is there. Call in, we'll talk to you. But I mean, a lot of relationships are hard. I mean, me and the mother of my kids, we vinegar and what oil and water,
because that's what we are.
Yeah,
oil and water.
And her don't, and like she's a great mother. I don't want to sit here and say she's a bad. She's a lovely mother. I tell all the time I was fucking with some questionable women at that time. When we were, whatever.
Doing the nasty.
I could have had some very horrible mothers to my kids right now.
Hold up. Y'all did the nasty?
No, me and the mother of my kids.
Talking about had babies together.
I'm sorry.
Hey, nigga, focus.
I'm right here and then I'm here also.
Focus.
Okay.
But no, so what I was saying is that, like she's a great mother. And it's just me and her, I hurt her. And I apologized to her when we had that conversation. I was kind of messing with somebody else when me and her were kind of bad. So I don't know if cheated is a word, but I kind of did. And it was a bad situation. But
you don't know if cheating is a word?
We weren't really dating like that. We just had kids. It's a long story.
Oh, okay.
But so I basically wasn't doing right by her. And I get why she has these issues with me. And I just like, damn, like this was a long time ago. I can't do nothing about that now. Like now we're in a different place right now.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and move past that shit.
Yeah, let's move. But and she's getting better, and I'm getting better, and I pester her all the time, and I hold her by a standard that I probably shouldn't hold her to, and I'm always on her, and so it's like maybe I shouldn't be so hard on her, and maybe I should expect her to be her, and not expect her to be somebody she's not when it comes to raising the kids and communicating. But she's really horrible at it. And I know part of the reason is because she just can't talk to me because I'm so, you know what I mean? Not like it's totally my fault, but I will take my blame for it. But I guess just to touch on that, I don't know why I just went off on a little tangent.
Yeah, this turned into like a session with Dr. Phil or something.
Yeah, man. Like I feel
that's
like,
healthy
yeah.
though. That's healthy.
No, I mean it's one of the reasons why I do this, man. But anyway, so I guess I don't want to sit here and apologize to her.
You already did, right?
I've apologized to her face several times. I just want you to get better, man, because my kids mean everything to me, and I will kill for my kids. I tell my kids that all the time, like I'll kill God for you if I have to.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll do what I have to do for your existence, and they know that.
Yeah.
And you know, I will fight anyone. I'll fight the cops. I'll fight the mama. I will do whatever I have to do for my kids. And I have no. I told them, you know, I'll go to jail for you. Like somebody touches you, messes with you, let me know. Daddy has no problem going to jail.
Yep.
I'll sit in jail happily for a couple of years.
No,
I
know the feeling. Trust me, I know.
Just for your safety, like I have no problem for it. But anyway, so that has nothing to do with anything. So today I had a conversation with somebody, and I'm active in my kids. I'm daddy. I'm like super daddy when I'm with my kids. I try to be at least. You know, so you take care of your kids. You want to see your kids, like that's cool. I was like, yeah. Oh, so, and it's one of those things where I was like, kind of like, you know, like, bitch, like you don't have to give me kudos for doing shit that I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like saying, oh, you're 36 and never been in jail. Like, bitch, I'm not supposed to go to jail. Like, why you give me kudos for not, you know, like. It's like,
yeah.
No, you wipe your ass. That's pretty cool. Like, no, bitch, like, I'm supposed to wipe my ass. You're not supposed to.
You wipe your ass?
Give me kudos. I wipe my own ass.
You do?
I wipe my own ass. What is that? What movie is that from?
I don't know. I have no
Little
clue.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
Speaking of ass, I heard it's important for us to not wax our ass, but remove the hair from our ass now.
Have you done that yet?
I haven't yet.
So, okay, I don't know.
Maybe we could. That could be something we do, and we can get his ass waxed on live television.
And we could do it.
Let's not wax it, okay?
Well, how you want to do it?
Maybe we can do like a
clippers.
hair removal.
So the gel you put in there and just wipe
Yeah,
the bitch
you
away?
know, something like that.
I don't know.
So you gonna lay down right here?
And let's have somebody like, because I'm
Trevor-
getting the ass eaten, right? So let's have somebody live.
So listen, Trevor is a freaky
Yeah.
Wade Mack.
You
Can I
get
say-
your
Hold on,
ass
time
ate?
out. Diddy.
I have not.
Diddy, can I talk? Can I tell you something about Wade Mack?
I do the eating.
Wade Mack. Can
Yeah.
I say this?
Yeah.
So Wade Mack
Nigga
is
said weed mac.
Wade Mack is
Booty Mac.
Wade booty cheese.
Booty
goddamn.
Mac.
Wade Mack
About to
is
get
a
wet.
freaky individual. Like this nigga, he's put me on to a lot of shit. Eating. Can I say eat ass?
Yeah, of course.
He eats ass, pussy, toes, elbows.
I was right about the foot.
Yeah,
No, not the feet.
not
no.
the feet. But that nigga is. If you want that Pornhub shit. That shit them niggas do, that nigga will do you right. So ladies, women out there, hey,
Gotta
I'm putting
ask
the
it
goddamn
live.
advertisement
Yeah, we
in.
got
No,
nothing but niggas on right now. Ain't nobody trying to hear that
not to
shit.
ask you
Yeah.
to, but I feel like sometimes you gotta step your game up, man. So
I mean, we're in our 30s. What else are we supposed to be
nigga,
doing?
what-
Just eating ass. That's it.
Whatever you don't do,
Just
this
that?
nigga will. I mean, goddamn, this nigga does all that shit. I mean, so
I'm 30. I should just be eating
Yeah,
ass.
it's like one of those things like you progress your sex game to where I just need to eat ass today.
Step up your sex game.
When you turn,
Step it up.
when you turn,
Yes, I should be watching
when you
porn then, so I
turn,
can
when you
step
turn
it up.
30,
You learn a lot.
when you turn 31, you got that ass eating kit, and it's like, oh, that's where I'm supposed to be at.
Yeah, it should
Ass
come in the
eating
mail.
kit.
The federal government will mail you your ass eating kit
Grape
as
or
soon as you
jelly?
hit 30.
Grape or jelly?
Wow.
I would
This is
grape
for
or
men
jelly.
only,
I'd
right?
rather.
I mean, I'm grape or syrup or jelly, syrup or
So
jelly.
this is for men only. The men
no.
get ass eating.
Well, see, that's the
kits.
thing I was getting at. Like
Okay.
now, men should clean their asses
I've had my ass
because
ate
more women are.
Eating the ass.
I've had my ass ate before. I will say I've
Eating
had my
the
ass ate
ass.
before. So have you ever had your ass ate before, Didi?
No.
Now here's the
I've
question:
had my
I
ass
have
ate
not had-
before.
Have you
Right.
had it eaten with your legs up, or have you had it eaten bent over, gripping her head in there? From what I hear, there's a big difference.
So this
What
is
is
what happened.
the-
I was in college, and
The masculinity of it.
Yeah, it's like a
instead of
big-
having your legs up, you're like a
Yeah.
bitch. But if you're bent over then you're in control, I guess. So it's
So
more
that's
masculine.
the difference. That's just the difference. That's it. There's no feeling of
That's the-
sensational
that's the
or
talking
anything.
I
ass
think a
in
tongue
the
in the
world.
ass feels the same.
If
Either
your
way.
legs are up
Either
or down.
Yeah.
So. then there
Okay,
you have
so
it.
my story
But a man
was-
has to be a man.
My story, I was in college.
Put them legs up.
And this is the first time I happened. She was this white chick, man. I wonder where she's at right now. Y'all are fucking gross. So this white chick was giving me head, and she was doing what she was doing, and she went down to my balls and went down to the chode, And then started licking my ass and put my legs back up like a little girl. I was like, it tickled, man.
You took it.
Tickle.
Yeah, for a little bit, man.
You took it for a long time.
I wanted to see what it was about.
I didn't myself. I didn't like my legs up.
So you
did
That wasn't
do
okay.
it.
So you've done it.
And now I'm talking like early 2000s when this happened.
Hold on,
like 2002.
hold on.
20 hours ago.
Maybe
his legs was
2001.
up. His
No.
ass was
My
getting
legs were
ate.
like behind
He
my
had grape
head and
jelly
shit.
in between his
It was like
ass
kinda
cheeks.
like
No,
this. It was kinda like
that's
this.
false.
That wasn't like back head. It was like kind of like this.
Yeah.
It was kind of like weird. Kind of like, okay, that's cool. If it tickled, like they were like behind my head and shit like that. That's not what they were.
I can't. My dude, I'm a sprinter, or I used to be back then. So like my legs could not go to the back of my head whatsoever. I never experienced
Put this jelly in
my
your
feet
ass,
to the back of my ears.
Has anybody online that's watching this, guys, women, children, have any of y'all had y'all's ass eaten or eat ass? I've eaten ass before.
We got Shannon just tuned in. She's laughing her ass off.
Shannon, what's her last name?
Shannon Nicole.
Shannon Nicole.
We're talking about ass eating.
I actually tried to put you on Shannon at one point. Tall, dark-skinned chick, real cute. Skinny.
UTSA.
No, we went to her birthday party at Live.
Oh,
Or Live.
yes.
That's
yes.
Shannon Nicole.
Oh, that's Shannon Nicole?
Yeah.
How you doing, Shannon? She's a nurse or some shit like that.
Yeah, she's a nurse. She's a nurse. Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't.
When's the last time you had your ass eaten?
It's been a while, man. It's been a while since I've eaten somebody else's ass. But
That's a shame.
I'm totally against it. But there's moments to where I'll do it. I don't even like eating pussy. And the thing about it is, I love eating pussy. Like I'm great at it. I mean, I'm great at it, but there's women that I've dated and I've never ate their pussy. They'll never. Ask them.
You can't do that to everybody.
They're like, that nigga doesn't eat pussy. That's horrible. Like he doesn't eat pussy. You're lying.
Yeah,
but
you
then there's
putting
other
yourself
girls,
on blast right now.
Yeah, there's other
These
girls
hoes
that
gonna be upset.
pissed off, and there's girls
It's gonna be
But
some
it's
women that's
just-
gonna get in that inbox because they think they can change him.
I got them. Hey, I got them lips. Y'all see them lips?
You gonna eat this?
I don't. Wow, we talking about eating. My mama's gonna listen to this shit.
Oh damn!
Well, you started it.
You did.
Mom, I got kids. Goddamn it! I didn't get them kids like Joseph and Mary.
We don't know what they were doing. They was probably eating booty too.
But shit started somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. I wonder what happened. I wonder who was the first person in this world that ever had sex. Like, what happened? Did you just walk and slip? Like, oh shit! Like, what was that experience like? The first person to ever stick his penis inside of a female. I want someone to reenact that moment. Like, what was that like?
Well,
Very uncomfortable, I'm sure. Very. Not some shit I would watch on
and
Pornhub.
did they
I'll tell
know
you
what
that.
to do?
I mean, just what
I think instinctively you would. Yeah,
I don't
because
know. I mean, they had no showers, and you understand them motherfucking females. I bet they
elephants drop out the pussy and they know how to fuck. So I'm sure humans figured it out back then too.
Yeah, we had. So has anybody said they ate ass on?
No one probably wants to admit
I
it.
just got a bunch of laughy faces, or should I say laughy face, or laughing emojis.
Emojis. I think
Yeah,
emojis,
April, she's laughing her ass off.
April what?
Shannon,
April what?
April Siddons.
Oh, hey, so April Sidden, white female. That is my aunt actually. Stafford Johnson, do you eat ass? April, does Stafford Johnson eat ass? Can I Put his ass on blast, goddamn April. Does Stafford Johnson eat ass? That's what I want to know, goddamn.
Oh, trip.
April, I know you eat ass. You a white girl. I know you eat ass, goddamn it. Stafford Johnson, does Stafford Johnson eat ass? April, yes, she do eat ass. It's a 7-second delay, so I'm gonna sit here and be quiet for 7 seconds and wait until April Sitten says if she eats ass or does not, or if Stafford Johnson eats ass or not.
Oh man, why are y'all putting niggas on blast? We got D putting the baby daddy on blast.
Oh shit!
They ain't not Trip. Is he your uncle or cousin?
That's my uncle.
All right, uncle.
That's
Trip. This
my
nigga putting his uncle on blast.
I love Trip. That's my
Like if
nigga.
you my family member, don't you worry. Our secrets are going to the grave.
It's okay, Trip. Stafford, man, I eat ass.
Hey, we
I
were
eat
talking
ass
about
before.
relationships.
April said she pleased the fit.
That means she's an ass eater.
And
We
then
were talking about
Sean
relationships.
Pennington is saying this shit is better than anything on TV right now. He's laughing his ass off too.
Eating, there's nothing wrong with eating ass, man. Like I said,
Not at all.
I
encourage you. Do it like you do cereal.
Like I said,
every day.
No,
I'm telling you, man. That's like another level of sexual interaction, man.
So okay, so what else have you tried that's unconventional? Anything else that we could talk about?
Yeah, unconventional sex.
Unconventional? No, I may be open minded, but I haven't been that far outside of the box.
So what else do you do that's interesting?
Have
what
you
other
tried
acts do you put on?
anything that you tried? Anything that you tried?
Now, one thing I can say that I've experienced.
I mean,
See, y'all trying to take it left, but I'm gonna bring
I wanna
it
keep
right.
it right.
I'm gonna bring it right back.
No, let's keep it right.
I've experienced a true threesome.
You know what? Hey,
Some time ago, but I've experienced a true threesome. Like everybody interacting. Now, 2 women, of course, but we were all interacting with each other. Not just me fucking one and then me fucking the other, and then that's boring.
So, I'm jealous of you.
You should be, because that was
I always wanted.
That's boss status right there.
Now, see,
And you probably could.
well,
Absolutely.
I mean, based
You just got to
on
find the right women
the
that.
text messages, them inboxes you be getting. I mean, shit, put them all together, make a show.
Oh, Trip. Let me cut it off. Trip say she don't like it, bro. Talking about April. April said she plead the fifth, and then Trip is just chimed in. He said she don't like it.
Well, my nigga Trip.
Hey, my nigga, you understand, bro.
That's fair. You a nasty motherfucker.
That nigga over 30.
That
nigga's over 30.
I eat ass too. So okay, so the threesome shit. So I've had a threesome, so to speak, with like 2. Like okay, believe it or not,
You fucked 2 girls at one time.
No, I did. So believe it or not, me and Mr. Wade Mack ran trains on several women in our lives.
Now that's a different.
So y'all had a threesome
You call that
with
no?
each
That's
other.
called a train.
So it was 2 of y'all and 1 girl. So the both of y'all were together.
No,
She
see,
got
you
2.
trying to take it left again.
No,
you
I'm
see
trying to
that?
get.
We'll bring
I
it
want
back right.
He said facts, so I'm trying to get facts.
Like you gotta like she was blowing this nigga and I'm in the back, and like we've done.
We even had 3 guys and 1 chick at once with J Dub. He chimed off already, but
The greatest motherfucking
J-Dub.
college. So it was a college unofficial, I'd say unofficial recruiting visit for Mr. Wade Mack. We played football at Texas Tech.
like I should be doing this to you, my nigga.
Yeah, hey, that was
shit was dope.
Hold on, do it again.
That was dope. You gonna get on?
Do it
Okay,
again, do it again, do it
that
again.
shit was dope. I
Nigga,
pay homage.
That was the
That
greatest.
shit was dope.
And afterwards,
The reason I went to Texas State.
hey, so like that Dave Chappelle skit with Prince, and afterwards he made pancakes or whatever. Afterwards, nigga, she made tacos.
So you can guess the ethnicity.
Hispanic
But she did
woman.
make some fucking
She
tacos.
was fucking. We fucked her.
Oh,
for
she
about,
was black,
she
right?
was, no, she was Mexican. She,
Oh, those okay.
We
Cause
fucked-
we did that
we
twice.
fucked a lot of bitches. She and it's not disrespectful. It was college, man. We were football players.
Just nasty.
But she
laying it low and spreading it wide.
about it was all 4 of us. Me,
That's what you do in your 20s.
Me, you, and Wesley, and her, and
I don't know
it
anything
was
about
4
that.
hours. Like we
Shut
probably
your
fucked
mouth.
up for about 4 hours, huh?
Yeah, that was a long session,
And then she made tacos,
as she should.
and then jumped in the bathtub with a ex NFL quarterback. Jumped in the. Remember we looked for and BJ.
Oh yeah, BJ was in the tub with her.
taking a
Yeah.
bath.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. I haven't even thought about that since that night. I totally forgot about that, man. Don't put BJ shit out like that. No.
I ain't said no last
He might be
name.
married. He probably ain't never told that story to his wife.
No man, I was Jason. Jason was listening to this.
We can
shit,
put
man.
Jay on blast. That nigga ain't married.
No, that nigga got a girl. It was a long time ago, man. I mean, if anyone is getting in trouble for something that happened in 2003, my nigga, like, come on, man.
I know, man.
Life was so different back then.
But back to the threesome, though.
I'm a Christian now, though, guys.
I think now after I say this, then you're gonna be like, oh, would you want your daughter? Like, I don't care about what she does.
Well,
sexually.
hold on. Time out. I want my daughter to go, real quick. I want my daughter to be a lesbian. Like, if she grows up to be a lesbian and never fucks with a guy ever again, ever, like, I'm totally cool with it. I want her to just eat vagina for the rest of her life. And, I mean, I
That'd
feel
be
like I won.
optimal.
I feel like I won.
That
No
would
dick.
be
Just
optimal.
eat pussy for the rest of your life. Ayana, just munch the cat.
I mean,
Go ahead, Trevor. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
but
Wade Mack.
I think, I think you should experience 2 men at one time.
You think I should?
And I'm not, and not on some like nasty freaky shit. Just on some like opening your horizon type shit. I think you would really enjoy it.
I probably would.
I think you would.
I
And
probably
like,
would.
if a woman could get past like the stigma she would get of, oh, you fucked two dudes at one time, you're a hoe. Erase all of that. Just experience, man. Two men pleasing you at one time. Like, what more could you ask for?
I mean,
Maybe three men.
hey, the line was, I was like, I would tell females when we was in college, I would be like, say, I'm fucking these shit. You getting some of the best dick you'll ever have in life. Now imagine getting the best dick you've ever had in life by two different guys. How would you feel about that? And that is literally how me and Trevor would.
How would I feel about that?
No, that's what I would. That's what we would tell.
Oh.
That's how he would reel them in.
That's how we would tell him. Like I'm fucking this shady right now. Now imagine getting fucked by the best dick in life by two different dudes. Like you getting the best times two. And she'll be like, okay.
Yeah, because it's college.
College, okay.
It's college.
Yeah. And we were
She ain't
roommates.
38 like me.
Man, we do so much different. Man, I remember I had this one chick, and she was at the house, and we was, talking and shit, and I was on the phone with her before, and I told her that shit. Like, you about to get some good dick. Like, you about to get, yada, yada, yada. And I apologize for y'all. Don't look off and think I'm a bad dude for this shit, but we've all had our moments. Y'all just don't talk about it, so fuck it. So anyway, I'm in the living room
Y'all
talking
see
to
I'm
this girl.
quiet.
So I'm in the living room talking and shit, right?
Just agreeing.
And then, and Trevor picks his head around the door. Nigga walks in ass naked.
Like, what the fuck are we waiting on? Shit.
I'm over here talking, trying to be funny. Nigga walked in ass naked and
Like,
shit.
we gonna do this or what?
Oh man, that was a pretty good night.
Where is she? I forget her name.
Played volleyball. We don't say no names, man. But she played volleyball.
Yeah. Good old days, man. But anyways.
Sounds like a good time.
You never had a threesome?
Nope.
You never had sex with two guys at once?
Nope.
Damn, she answered that real quick.
Are those
So.
honest no's, or is this what we're gonna say for the camera?
Nah,
Yes,
she-
no.
Really? Would you ever have a threesome?
Probably not.
I've never had a threesome with two girls. I've never had it, and it's on probably every guy's bucket list. But I've never had it, and it's something that I would love to experience before I die.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, if I died tonight.
Those days, if it was going to
did
happen,
okay.
it would have happened in my 20s.
Will my daughters listen to the show? If they ever listen to it when they get older, they're going to be so disappointed.
This will be
in
too
Daddy.
deep in the archives. They won't come across
They
this.
won't scroll past this. Well, I guess we should end it off our sexual escapades.
Yeah, let's get off
2
that shit.
hours.
Yeah, let's end this, man. 2 hours. It was 2 hours, huh?
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Well, I think this was.
We
this
set a
was-
record.
Yeah, I mean,
for,
it was
socially
we had a lot of shit to talk about and a lot of random stupid shit.
The Kaepernick shit took
At the end of the
Yeah.
day,
control.
Kaepernick and fucking and Nike's fucking love y'all. Serena Williams, shut the fuck up. You won't get in trouble. Dallas, y'all need to fix y'all city and fix them goddamn cops. Wear condoms, everyone. That's, I guess, the moral
Yeah,
of
practice
the end of
safe
the story.
sex.
Practice safe sex and eat assholes.
Yes.
Shade.
With
Put a
syrup
condom
or
on
jelly.
that ass, though.
Anyway, we love y'all, man. Thank y'all for
Ain't
tuning
no STD
in.
in
All
the
right.
ass.
Thank you,
You
for
can't
tuning
get
in to the
STDs in the
goddamn.
ass.
Hey, listen, can I say my sign
Yeah,
off?
my
Can we stop
bad.
talking about
My bad.
STDs and
In
shit
the
like
ass?
that? Can we stop talking about herpes in the booty hole?
Ass.
Can we stop that? Can I get my sign off?
Absolutely.
Go ahead, do
boss.
your sign off.
You sure?
Yeah.
Thank y'all for fucking listening and tuning in to goddamn Socially Responsible Podcast. This is me, your host, Maverick, the goddamn devil's advocate, looking at goddamn Wade Mack and Dee Dee. Thank y'all for coming out. It's been real. I would have you sign the table. As a matter of fact,
Absolutely.
Wade Mack signed this motherfucking table. You're the
He
only
hasn't
one.
signed the table
He
yet?
has not
have
signed
not.
it. He has not signed it. Let me get this pen. I want you to sign it, man. Hold on.
I'm signing off to all the listeners right now and viewers.
Now sign it, goddammit. You have the pen in your hand right there. Sign it. We're gonna get a lot of other listeners, man. Now this is just a random ass. We have a lot of different formats for the show, man. And I want y'all to stay interactive and participate with us and have fun with us, man. I love having y'all on here. These topics are gonna get way more crazy, way more in tune. We want to sit here and kind of keep up with the social events that's happening right now in the country, but fuck it. I think we are our own celebrity. We don't need what's going on in this world to kind of talk about different shit. We have our own life. We have our own stories. We have our own situations and issues. So fuck it. Let's talk about us. Fuck them. Let's make it happen, though. But once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, Wade Mack, Dee Dee, love having y'all on once again. Y'all are...
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for
I had,
having me
I had
again.
a blast. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. We out of here. Yeah.